별 셋별 셋별
cultists, hello! Mina was looking at some very interesting games on Steam.
Oh my god, I'm so... Look at me on your stream. I feel like I'm just standing there menacingly.
Wait, I got you. Hold on.
Yeah!
I'm gonna... Where's... Oh my gosh, where are
Just
you?
taking up. Yippee! It's our cat nun. Please, everybody, forget. She will, if you do well, she will forgive your. Thank you for making me so itty bitty.
I'm trying to make it look like you're stalking me.
The handsome virus keeps. Mess is gonna be so handsome. That's what I call canon, Mina.
There you go. There we go.
Canon.
Look, she's stalking me.
Oh my god, it's like the Lacey game. Where's Yagi Bulgogi? Yagi is MIA. We haven't found him.
He's probably taking a nap.
He might be napping. We're not sure. He may be dying again.
Faye said she killed him, so I don't know. He may be dead.
No, it's Mina's fault.
That's insane. Remember, everybody, for really nice, Mess may forgive your sins.
Greg, hello. Cosmo, hello. Carl, I do have Pico Park PTSD, thank you.
Oh, what?
Summertime, hello, Pico Park?
Mina is built to stalk, bruh. She can fit perfectly in the walls.
Yeah, what's up, money? What's going on? Hi.
I don't know how I feel about
Summer, hello.
I don't know if I want to be... Congrats on 900!
Yay! I didn't even notice that. Thank you.
You know what that means? Road to 1,000!
Heck yeah! 10? Oh wait, no, 100 away. I can do numbers.
Yeah,
Reason, hello. I just need an extra 0. Money, thank you.
I hope I didn't get shrunk in the wash.
Congrats, money, on your 3 stream streak.
Yay!
Thank you for shouting out Mina.
Thank you. Miss, I have a question.
Yeah.
What will you do to celebrate the big 1,000?
Die.
No! That's not how that works!
Imagine, like, I get to 1,000 and I just...
You just quit streaming.
Yeah, I'm just like, I made it to 1,000. That's as best I'm gonna get.
Everybody.
Goodbye, I'm graduating right now.
No! It's insane! Oh no! Can you imagine? That's it. That's how this run goes.
We have peaked. Yeah. The last stream will be peak. Yeah.
No. Watch what. Oh no! Actually, that'd be kind of boss. If you just go to the peak and then you fall off and die. That's how you end. And then I'm just there, lonely at the top.
Poor Mina.
I can't.
Like, I hope you get to the top and then I just jump into the volcano.
Exactly. No, Mess, please. Mess, you can't do this to us. How will we get more cold cookies? It'll be so
That's
sad.
so true.
I don't trust Faye to keep providing us with cookies. Although chocolate chip cookies do sound pretty good right now.
You
She's graduating to Japan, and doesn't mean she's gonna stop streaming.
You have at least another year. It's okay.
Yeah. She'll still be around. She'll just be in a different
time zone. Yeah.
Yeah. We're so small in your stream.
I know. I was trying to make it look like you were stalking me. Like, just like,
Oh. I'm just kind of here. The way it looks, I feel like I'm just kind of like side-eyeing you. I feel like I'm just side-eyeing you.
Wait. Here we go. Hold on.
Thank you. I'm catching up to you.
Yeah. Oh no!
Massively.
Oh no! She's overtaking. She's tall.
Finally, it's happening. How do you feel knowing that I'm now taller than you?
No, we can't let this happen. Goodbye.
No, please! I want to feel tall for once.
Mess, if you
throw
leave,
me
you
off
need
screen.
you need to pay
Oh, yeah,
alimony
take
for
that.
Mina.
Oh my god.
Here we go. There we go. Now it looks like she's stalking me.
Oh, I guess this is fine.
Hold on. There we go.
I'm side-eyeing. Bombastic side-eye.
No, you're trying to make it look like you're not looking.
That's
You
true.
know, you know that look.
Bombastic no eye.
You know, like that look when you're like, I'm not looking.
Yeah, I'm not looking. Mina is handsome dial. Thank you, Money. Thank you. Faye made me so handsome. I can't wait.
The
for when
reason
we become
Mina's
the
so
handsome
Mina,
homies.
the reason Mina's so small is because the world could not handle her power if she was tall.
That's what my mama said. How did you know?
I think the world would end if she were tall. It's cool.
Really?
Thank you.
Kawaii.
Oh
All right, Mess. Are you ready
no,
to die?
no.
Okay, perish.
Okay.
No, don't! No! Did you want to start off? Did you want to start off today with the spooky stories?
You know what, Mina? I think you should read this creepypasta.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna send it to you.
really?
Yeah. I'm gonna DM it to
Me?
you.
Uh-oh. Also, Carl Johnson wants to know if West Coast is best coast. Why are you trying to go to the other side of the ocean?
See, Mina, you agree West Coast is best coast, right?
West Coast is best coast.
See, I told you.
I thought we established
I
this.
win. The end. I
established
told
this.
them. I told them it's the best coast because I'm on it.
Exactly. Wherever you are is probably the best coast for now. Sign. What is this? Let me see. What the frick? What is this picture? What?
Should I show this picture to stream?
Yes. Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on.
I see why you want me to read this.
Let's see. Where's the
I see. I have a question.
Yeah.
Am I a small child? Am I the child?
Maybe.
Are you the taller
Here you go.
adult in the situation?
Here's the picture that she saw with no context.
I looked at the link and it's the first thing I saw.
Just
On Discord. It's just a big inflated picture of that. It's insane. Oh my god.
So there you go.
Like, low key, I kind of resonate with this picture. That was me. That was me once upon a time.
Oh
Not
my
because of
gosh.
Santa, but I did come into contact with the parrot and it freaked me out and I started like bawling my face. I had to hold it for a family picture.
Oh, all right, Mina, you ready to read it?
I am. Wait, do we have any spooky music
Oh,
by
okay,
chance?
hold on. Oh.
Let's set the ambiance, you know.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
Skeleton. Let's set the atmosphere, you know. Get into the Halloween mood.
I put a million
Starts playing
space marks by
Halloween jazz.
accident. Holy crap.
This is gonna be really funny. I'm going to accumulate so many points on your channel.
Should I trust this spooky lo-fi channel to not be copyrighted?
Does it say no copyright?
No.
Or is it lying? It we should just find some like generic Halloween music. I don't know about the lo-fi. Because I feel like
It's got a
lo-fi
cute
can be hit or
anime girl
miss.
on it though. I feel like
Oh,
we can
true.
definitely trust it.
If it's kind of cute little girly, it's you can 100% trust it. No contest.
Oh, this one's got a hot bat lady. Hold on.
Ooh.
It says chill and creepy Halloween lo-fi mix, copyright free, Twitch safe.
Okay.
Wow. Let me listen to
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. I gotta turn it down.
Was it very loud?
For context, this is what I saw.
How is that? That looks familiar.
I don't know. I assume some AI
Feel-
lady, but
No, that's true. My first thought was like League of Legends.
I don't know. I don't play League anymore.
You
I
played
played-
League? Wait,
I
really?
played League for a month.
Wait, and you haven't gone back?
No.
You're so strong. Kaji got like the urge again, like last week. He was like, I've been like on. Because he was saying like, I've been off it for like a year now. I think I've quit for good. And then last week he went, oh no, Mina, I have the urge. And I was like, bruh, what happened to you're on a clean streak.
I don't need to go to Indonesia to eat radioactive food. I just have to buy.
That's true.
I just have to buy radioactive shrimp from Kroger. And
I thought
Walmart.
It was
It was both.
Yeah!
It was both.
Oh, shit was both? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Please don't die.
I had no
Alright,
idea
are you
what was
ready?
happening when I was playing League. I was like, I hope I'm playing this correctly.
I watched Kaji play it a little, and I was not interested.
I played the Pokemon version of League though. That was pretty fun for a while.
Oh, is it that Chinese one?
No, it's the one you can get for free.
Oh shoot, yeah.
From the Nintendo store.
Yeah. Was it good?
Yeah, I liked it. I just wanted to be
So if it
Bulbasaur. That's it.
Aww. So what I'm hearing is, if it has a different coat of paint, you might like it more.
Yeah.
Alright, chat. Are we ready? Mess, are you ready?
As ready as I can be.
Hold on, I might burp.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm ready. Excuse me. I was channeling Faye for a second, my bad. I miss my dad. Alright. Silent Nightmare by Cleric of Madness. Originally uploaded on February 15, 2011. This is from the Creepypasta fandom wiki, by the way, if you guys want to follow along.
Oh, here. I come. There you go.
Thank you. Yeah! Alright. Children are always warned not to stay up on Christmas Eve and wait for Santa, let alone try to sneak a peek at him. There's a good reason for this, in fact. Santa knows when you're sleeping, and he knows who's been naughty. For children who have been naughty, being awake on Christmas can be, well, unfortunate. How, after all, do you think he gets those small young elves? And then it's a picture of this poor crying child in Santa.
About to be turned into an elf.
The end! Yay! That's why my brother likes to say, my brother and my papa used to say that I'm the elf on the shelf.
Hey, Miss, you should totally challenge Mina to accompany you for Alien. You could put her in a baby carrier. That's insane.
Aww. I could be like those people who put their dogs in like baby strollers. I've been seeing a lot of them out like recently.
Mina, do you wanna hang out with me next time I play Alien Isolation?
Is it gonna be gory?
No.
Has it been gory so far?
I mean, there's blood, but
I'll think about it. Is that fair?
it'll be jumpy. Yeah, I don't think there's been a lot of gore. Just like
Okay.
getting stabbed in the stomach, but you don't see any like gross like innards or anything. It's just blood.
Maybe. I'll think about it. I'll watch one of your previous streams and I'll figure it out based on the vibes.
It's gory, Miss
Don't judge.
One. It's not that gory though. I wouldn't say it's that gory. It's literally just getting stabbed. I wouldn't say that's
I'll
very
check it out. I'll check based on the vibes.
dead people. Yeah, dead people aren't very gory. They're just laying on the ground.
They're just dead.
They're just dead. I mean, there's blood next to them, but
I'll think about it. I'll think about it. All right, Mass. What is your
definitely
story
don't watch.
for the evening?
Don't watch The Evil Within VOD, Mina. Don't do it. Don't do that to
Oh,
yourself.
for sure.
Don't
For sure.
don't do that to yourself.
Thank you. I will do my best to not kill myself from fear. Miss Mess,
Yeah.
what will your story be for the evening?
Yeah, I can read this. Okay, we're gonna read it.
Run! She's a ghost and a bitch!
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh.
We're gonna read a classic creepypasta.
Mm.
An OG, if you will.
Ooh.
Called Eyeless Jack.
Oh no.
So, keep your kidneys safe and let's do it.
My kidneys.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
It is an old fart creepypasta. You have to be like 1,000,000 years old to know this creepypasta.
Here we go.
It already killed me. I'm dead. The end.
I'm ready.
Hello. My name is Mitch. That's how this starts, by the way.
I was about to say your name is Mess, not Bitch.
Hello, my name is Mess.
Hi, Clean. Hey, Delina. Who?
Hi, Tempest.
Who?
All the OGs remember this one. So true.
Who's Queen Delina? Oh, delayed bean. I will hopefully figure that out by next week. Okay.
Mitch the cat girl VTuber, yeah. Or cat cult VTuber, yeah. I'm here to tell you guys about an experience I had. It's called HP fucking just kidding.
Oh no! It does. That is a horror story in itself.
I'm gonna write that and put it on the creepypasta wig. HP, if you're British. HP. I don't know if it was paranormal or whatever stupid words people use to describe supernatural phenomena, but after that thing visited me, I believe in that paranormal trash now. A week after I moved in with my brother, Edwin, after my house was foreclosed, I finished unpacking. That was one sentence. That was one sentence. That was just so long. Edwin liked the idea of me moving in, since we had not seen each other for 10 years. So I was excited too. Wait, how do you know if that was your brother then if you haven't seen him in 10 years? What if you just moved in with someone random?
That's so true.
I soon fell asleep after I moved in. After that first week, I heard rustling noises coming from outside at about 1 in the morning. I thought it was a raccoon, so I ignored it and tried to fall asleep. The next morning, I told Edwin about it, and he agreed. He told him about the raccoon, and Edwin's like, yeah, those exist. Good job, buddy. The next night, however, I thought I heard my window opening and a loud thump. as if something entered my room. I darted up and looked around my room, but saw nothing. The next morning, Edwin dropped his coffee cup. I can read. When he saw me, he held up a nearby mirror and I saw myself. I had a large gash in my left cheek. Oh no. After I was rushed to the hospital, my doctor told me that I must have been sleepwalking, but then he showed me something that made my blood turn cold. He lifted up my shirt to reveal a sewn-up incision where my kidneys were.
Oh my god.
What? I stared into his eyes, the mind widening. You somehow lost your left kidney last night, my doctor told me. We don't know how, though. Sorry, Mitch.
Oh, just casually?
Yeah.
Oh, you just lost your kidney. Oh, that sucks.
We don't know how it happened. Anyways, your bill is $5,000.
So true.
Be on your way. Oh, thank you, Vera. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The next night was my breaking point. Around midnight, I woke up to see a truly horrifying sight. It was handsome Mina staring at me from the corner of my room. The next... What? Huh?
Oh my god, wait. Arms weak.
Knee spaghetti. So she's just like... She's just in the corner. She's like... Arms weak. Knees spaghetti. Something, something. Never arms. Just standing in the corner.
I'm menacingly, like, just repeat singing it on repeat.
She's wearing like a cold cloak.
On your paralysis sleep, demon. Sorry, continue.
I'm glad you're doing well. The next night was my breaking point. Around midnight, I woke up to see a truly horrifying sight. I was staring face to face with a creature with a black hoodie and a dark blue mask with no nose or mouth staring down at me. I mean, usually masks don't have those things, but okay. The thing that scared me the most was that it had no eyes, just empty black sockets. The creature... The creature also had some black substance dripping from its sockets. I grabbed a camera from the nearby mantle and took a picture. Immediately after taking the shot, the creature lunged at me and tried to claw open my chest to get to my lungs. He wants your lungs. He's got asthma. He needs a new pair.
I want to keep my lungs, thank you.
But he's got asthma. He needs new ones.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Maybe he shouldn't take yours though. Yours might be too small.
Exactly. He can get them from the hospital. I think that's fine.
I stopped it by kicking it in the face as I ran out of my room. I grabbed my wallet. I would need the money. He's got his priorities straight.
Oh my god.
I ran out of my brother's house into the night. I eventually ended up in the woods near Edwin's house and tripped on a rock.
Oh my god.
I fell unconscious and woke up in the hospital.
Oh my god.
My doctor, the same one who treated me before, entered the room. I have good news and bad news, Mitch, my doctor said. The good news is that you had minor injuries and your parents are going to pick you up. I sighed with relief. The bad news is that your brother has been killed by something. Sorry. Like, that's it. Your brother's dead. Your parents are on their way though, so that's great.
Oh my god.
My parents took me back to Edwin's house to collect my remaining belongings, which I did. Upon entering my room, I was scared, but remained calm. Grabbed my camera and and then stopped dead in my tracks. In the hallway leading to my room, I saw Edwin's body. They just left it there? The police.
Yes.
They didn't take it with, like, the police didn't be like, oh, hey, we should get an autopsy. We're just gonna leave it. It'll be fine. I saw.
Think about.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you ever think about how like there's a certain suspension of disbelief because they never go, the people never act like regular people in these stories.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the doctors, everybody else. I was
Yeah.
just thinking about that. Thank you.
And something small lying next to it. I retrieved it up and entered my parents' car. Not mentioning Edwin's corpse. Said you should probably tell somebody about that because apparently the cops did not take it. You should probably tell somebody. I looked at the thing I had picked up and nearly vomited. It was a kidney. It was half eaten. The end.
Oh.
That's it. That's how it ends. The end.
Did he really like throw up a kidney?
Yep. That's it.
Oh my god.
The end. Homie had his kidney stolen and half eaten. And his brother killed.
Ew.
And his brother was killed. But the police didn't take his brother's body for some reason. Just left it
Oh
there.
my god.
The end.
Oh my god.
That's it. That's the whole that's the whole story.
The early ones really,
They were so good.
they really hit different, I feel.
I feel like if you were very intoxicated, you would enjoy that story a lot more.
I think, or maybe high. I think it could go either way.
Either way, yeah. I think you're right.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, Mina, your turn.
Alright. Thank you. Tonight, my next story is The Ugly Barnacle, written by the infamous Patrick Starr. Once, there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that everyone died. The end. Thank you! Bless you, you okay?
That was a
Sorry.
cough, but yeah.
Okay. It cut off like halfway, so I couldn't tell. Thank you, everybody. Please remember, don't be ugly like the ugly barnacle. Otherwise, you will kill everybody. Thank you. I have an actual story if you want. Do you want me to read the actual story I chose to, or do you want to go? You want to go ahead?
Hold on. Why do I look angry? Stop being angry. There we go. Yeah, go ahead.
Alright.
If it's a long one, we
Alright,
can
chat,
take
but-
turns, like, reading the paragraphs.
Yeah. Like happy.
Like happy.
Like happy. Alright, chat. I think this one. I don't know. I'll send it to you just in case. I'll accept your opinions on it. Here you go. Hold on, let me send it to you. Let me send it to you here. God dang, that poor child! That poor child is really going through it.
That's a visual
Oh my God.
representation of you, though, Mina, when you're playing video games.
That's me!
It's like a medium size. I'll leave it up to you.
Okay, I think I can handle it. Ahem. Idiot Twitch can't handle pastas, Faye said. It's on a carb-free diet. Hater. And this is a reference, by the way, to the original title of the stream was Creeps and Pastas.
No, creeps and spooks. Creeps and
Creeps and
spooks.
spooks. I'm sorry, I can't read.
When I said
Creeps and spooks, good and bad. We're reading creepypastas, and Twitch did not like Mess using the word creeps in the title.
yeah, it said I was a naughty kitty.
That's insane. Anyway, some platforms I think need to be less special. Anyway, it's called Lamb, also from the Creepypasta Wiki. Him. The time was 8:30 a.m. She frantically rummaged through her cabinet, looking for any small amount left, anything remaining. No, 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 mumbled the desperate yet forgetful woman, her mouth quivering slightly. Mary left her bathroom and started toward the phone, on the nightstand next to her bed. She pressed the numbers in a panic. Oh wait, do you wanna alternate the dialogue?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. All right, go for it.
Oh, am I the Dr. Adams?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello?
You do have a degree after all.
Yeah, so true. Hello? I'm just kidding. Hello?
Oh wait, no, wait. Oh yes, Dr. Adams.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Mary, I'm your patient.
If you'd like to talk, you can schedule an appointment.
Anxiety slowly grew inside the woman, now on edge. I can't. I need the...
Please schedule an appointment.
The call ended, and Mary soon had an ominous realization of what was to come. As the clock turned to 8:47 a.m., she took a deep breath, struggling to calm down as she threw on some old jeans and a gray sweater. Just 1 week. We can make it through. Just 1 week, she attempted to reassure herself, tears running down her cheeks. Mary knew these were the only hopeless words from someone who was now a lost cause. Perhaps she had always been that way. Lost and not worth saving. She was alone. She just had to manage until the end of the week, when she had never succeeded before. All she needed to do first was leave her apartment, make it outside, make it past her captor, who waited patiently on the other side of the door. Its hooves clamped around the wooden floor, out in the hallway. Mary walked carefully to the door and opened it. The uncontrollable paranoia stole her words, as the door slowly creaked. The hall was empty, save the sunlight from the windows, and the stairs to the left.
Oh, hold on, Nina. Hold on.
Yagi!
Verify 50 surprising. Yagi VT subscribed to your channel for 28 months.
Yagi?
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back!
Welcome to the land of the
I just got home.
living.
I'm sorry.
I saw. Please don't die, Yagi. I thought you died. We thought Faye killed you. She said she killed you.
I got better.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Mr. Yagi. How does it
Mr.
feel to be
Yagi.
home?
What?
How does it feel to be home? I see today.
Really good. My feet hurt.
I see today your horror story is that you had to work.
Welcome,
Oh yeah, working retail was my horror
Choose your
story.
fate.
Oh, so true.
Watch the show
Sorry.
or
That's
watch
honestly,
the
like,
show.
real horror story model. Let's be real.
Thank you.
E_girl_Nico
Nico, thank you for
1024
rating
rated your
us.
channel with 2 viewers.
Nico, how was Grand Theft Auto 5? Also, thank you for the resub, Yagi. How was Grand Theft Auto 5? If there's anyone new here, I'm Verified Best Cat Girl Co-Leader, Cats and Carnage stream every Monday through Friday around 7 p.m. PST, and I play variety games. Tonight we're playing, we're reading Creepypastas with Mina
Yeah,
and
we're
the
playing horror
girl
stories
man.
in real life.
in real life.
Poor Yagi.
Anyways, I went through that really fast.
Yeah. Poor Yagi, your horror story came to life.
Oh my gosh, are you
I'm back.
okay? What is happening? I think she's getting attacked by a cat. named Pepper.
She died.
I hit my desk. Oh my god.
I think Pepper's attacking her.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Hmm.
Die.
It is a horror story. You're so right. Normal Mina behavior. Hi, Nico. How was Grand Theft Auto 5?
I'm gonna go down.
Welcome in. Oh, there's two of them now.
Oh my god.
I look away for 2 seconds and suddenly it's the different Fuji.
Oh my
I'm
god.
surrounded.
You're multiplying. Oh my god.
You can either
No.
thank or blame Faye.
It's all Faye's fault.
Are you? Oh my
Mhm.
god,
It's
you're handsome! You're handsome!
the handsome virus is
Daddy!
spreading.
Yeah! Yaki! We're matching!
Uh,
Oh my god.
Mina's getting attacked by Pepper, probably.
I hit my desk. It hurt.
Oh, I thought I heard cat hissing. And I was like, oh,
No,
it's Pepper.
me!
It's Pepper. The spicy
You're
cat.
behaving for now.
Now.
Fine.
That sounds so ominous.
You know, it's because he's very mean.
You missed me reading Eyeless Jack, Yagi.
You also miss the poor child
Damn.
really going through.
Yeah, the poor child. Hold on, let me send that.
Mhm.
Yeah, send the pictures. Yeah, you're gonna love this picture. It's me. It's me.
It's Mina
Oh my god.
running away from Santa so she doesn't become an elf.
I don't want to be
Amazing.
an elf. No, it's not. No, don't say that, Yaki. I'm dying school.
Why wouldn't you want to be forced into unpaid labor, Mina? Come on.
I don't know. Indentured servitude doesn't seem very. You know, it's not really my cup of tea.
You don't want to work in a sweatshop, Mina?
Preferably, no. I can volunteer my brother.
He's not small enough to be an elf, though, is he?
No.
Oh. Alright, Mina, sorry I had to cut you off while you were reading.
You have no. You are so good. You have no worry. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
And before
Okay.
Santa's elf commandos break in and take Mina's place, or Mina back to the North Pole.
No.
It's
Back to the gulag.
to the
Back to the
gulag. Okay.
If I get kidnapped, Mess, you'll come back for me, right?
No. If I don't die from the cold, yes.
I will send you a coat.
Okay.
It'll be really cool. You
No,
can
no.
come
It's
get it
Mina's fault.
Because your favorite, because I'm your favorite, Mina.
I mean, by default, yeah, because you're the only Mina.
Exactly. That's why I'm your favorite. Yeah, you'll also come join the crusade, right?
Yeah.
Yay! I'll send brownies.
I do like those.
Hey, Mess, you'll come save me, right? For
I thought
brownies?
Mina was our second favorite Mina. That's crazy.
There's another Mina.
I don't know any other Mina. Don't believe chat.
Exactly. And of course, Cosmo's the one that said it. I should have known. Cosmo.
There would
Cosmo
never be any
Cyanide.
other Mina.
Thank you.
I wouldn't cheat on you like
Alright.
that. You're the only
Thank
Mina
you.
for me.
Is that why you got divorced from my dad?
What?
Is this why you got divorced?
Oh.
What?
I don't know. I thought Faye was your one and only Faye.
Yeah, she is
I
the one
took
and
too
only
much time
Faye.
off. I don't understand the lore.
It's from the game It Takes Two.
She is my one and only Faye. That's why I said you're my one and only
What?
Nina. You're
Why
two
are
different
you
people. You can't be my.
Why
You
are
can't
you
be
divorced?
Faye if you're not Faye.
Then why are you divorced? This is the real horror story. It's the divorce.
It's the
Why are you
divorce.
divorcing my dad?
She. Okay, look.
Yeah.
She kept leaving for the milk. Okay, it's not my fault. She was an
No, it's not
absentee.
true.
She was an absentee.
No, it's not true. She left for the milk and cigarettes. Get it right.
No.
She couldn't parkour correctly.
I don't know how to parkour.
No, not you, Faye. When we were playing It Takes Two, she kept falling off.
Well, have you considered?
I haven't.
I don't know. It became a whole thing. Like, we kept joking that Mina was the child in It Takes Two, and like she turned us into dolls, and that it was Mina's fault that we were getting a divorce.
So Yagi, that's the horror story for today. We're talking about the divorce, and this is family therapy.
Oh no! Secondhand embarrassment.
Yay!
That is the true horror here.
Dr. Yagi, it all started when I was born.
That's rough, buddy.
Now go make some toys for children.
Don't tell you want to be a dentist.
Ew, no. I mean, I don't
Oh my gosh! I got that reference, Yagi. It's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm
It was
sorry.
a
I
sick
don't know the
reference. It was a Rudolph reference. It
Every year. I watch it every year.
was a Rudolph reference.
Like
'Cause
the
the
old
elf-
cartoon?
Yeah, because the elf wanted to be a dentist, and everyone was making fun
Ah!
of him.
Oh my god, it's been so long since I've seen it.
I have that movie etched into my brain for all eternity.
I haven't seen that in years. My bad.
I remember
Right
the
next to the your mom jokes.
yeah, it's like my brain, your mom, and the old ass
The
oh
like
my-
stop motion.
yeah, the
like,
stop. I was trying to think of the word stop motion Christmas movies, like Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph. The
Dude, I
whole
remember like the old cartoon version of Frosty the Snowman. The one
I
where
like-
he's like a fatter snowman.
it definitely
He's got, like,
wasn't
arms and legs.
traumatizing as a kid to watch Frosty the Snowman melt.
Yeah, I feel that.
That wasn't traumatizing at all.
It was really depressing. What do you mean? It was really sad when he died.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, that too.
Hi, no. How's it going?
Hey.
I think my favorite guy though from the Rudolph movie was the big lumberjack guy. You know who I'm talking about?
Yukon Cornelius.
Yes, that guy's great.
He is.
So great. I need to rewatch that movie. It's been like literal years since I've seen it. Literal years. It's crazy how my like favorite Christmas movies are all stop motion. Because Nightmare Before Christmas is
it'd be
also
weird
there.
if it wasn't at least a
Honest-
year.
Stop motion just kind of itches something in the brain, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Though Nightmare Before Christmas is great because you can watch it 2 times a year and it's factually correct.
Mm.
Because you can watch it for Halloween and then you can watch it again for Christmas.
Yeah.
I know
And like
Cornelius
a
gotta
little
be
piece of it for Easter.
yeah. I know Cornelius gotta be prolific as freak at waffle stomping. Gosh.
Ugh.
There was like a really weird Rudolph movie I remember watching one time for Christmas where they were like racing, like there was a race or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was very strange. They were like jockey reindeer, and like they had to run a race or something to see who was gonna be Santa's reindeer. It was very strange. It was a weird movie. I only remember that part of it.
This is insane.
Sounds
actually.
so familiar.
It's just like this weird, like, I don't know. I only remember that one part of the movie, and that's it. Nothing else. I think it was also like stop motion or something.
I don't think I remember very much of it, but it's also.
Am I unlocking this for like several people right now? This is just weird movie.
I am so sure.
I'm back on the G train, Genshin. Don't do it. You're gonna lose your money to the anime waifus. If you're gonna lose anime,
Lost in the sauce.
you know what? If you're gonna lose his money to anime waifus, why not make it me? Hello? Okay, man. We've stalled enough. We've stalled
It's
enough.
okay.
I'm sorry for distracting everyone.
No, it's okay.
You came in. Welcome. I hope you have your horror stories ready.
Oh, was I supposed to bring my own?
Yeah, creepypastas.
I told you
Oh,
that.
yeah,
That's okay.
I knew that. I knew
You
that.
can borrow one of mine. Do you want one of mine? I have several.
It's true. She gave me the Santa one for this very reason. That's okay.
Do you want one?
I have a tab open on my computer. Let me see what I was
Okay.
looking up. My memory is just
time.
really terrible.
You
I
got
know I
time,
have
don't worry.
tons.
You got time. Don't worry.
I just
You
want to
got
make sure I
until
don't
finish
read
the
something
story.
that
Don't
you
worry.
guys
You got until I even finish the story. I mean, it just
You
speed
have to read
runs.
All right.
That's very kind of you, Tempest. Thank you. So Genshin, when are you gonna put me in your game?
I sent for those who wanna read along. Yay! Okay. Mary carefully opened. Oh my god, I can't read. I'm sorry. Mary carefully walked to the door and opened it. Stop calling Siri a bad bot! The uncontrollable paranoia stole her words as the door slowly creaked. The hall was empty, save the sunlight from the windows and the stairs to the left, graciously inviting her down to the first floor. Mary gave a short sigh of relief as she quickly rushed down the staircase. She made no hesitation and was soon in the lobby, but as she looked to the top of the stairs, her subtle joy instantly faded. On top the first stair was a lamb with snow-white wool and glowing white eyes locked directly with Mary's, whose own now watered with tears. Hurrying out the front door, she desperately looked around. She needed to go anywhere, do anything to keep her mind off of what was happening. Everything she could think of. Malls, walks, aimless taxi drives, anything to try and keep her anxiety under control. She could still see the lamb and it watched her every move from a safe distance. She just reverted to doing things such as drugs, sex with strangers, wasting herself. Things she never thought she'd see herself do. These things she regretted, but she thought if her mind wasn't on the lamb, then it was worth it. Do me a favor, look away for 30 seconds from the stream or from the story, because I am looking away from stream.
Look away from your mom.
Chat? Okay. I'm gonna look away from chat. Got you. It didn't matter, however. None of it did. The more she tried to stop thinking, the more she actually did. The cycle of activities continued throughout the week. Mary never went home. She couldn't take the risk of being trapped again. Her snow-white captor was moving closer each day. No longer did it walk everywhere Mary went. It floated. It was feeding off of her. Some strange, disturbing manner. Mary noticed that it almost felt as though the lamb gained some kind of sick enjoyment from this. A beer bottle in an alleyway was spotted by the intoxicated woman. She grabbed it and violently threw it at the lamb. The bottle hit the ground next to the lamb, yet the creature was unfazed. Mary's aim was off. She was too drunk to see clearly. "What? You like that?" she cried with a mix of anger and sadness. She stumbled through the dark alley and towards the lamb.
Wow.
You like hurting me, huh?
Wow.
What's up?
Oh, sorry.
Can I
I
look
was,
back Can I look back now?
yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Serious bad boy. Poor Sari. Poor Sari.
Poor Siri gets abused a lot.
I know. Does this happen often?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's become an ongoing
Look-
thing. If
Looking
one of the
away from Chad.
Yeah, if one of two people doesn't get first in the redeem thing, the other starts saying bad bot to Siri.
Poor Siri. He hasn't done anything as far as I know. Alright. Mary picked. Oh, wait.
Money Bunny says you have the power, Mina.
I do? For what?
It's okay. She doesn't understand what power you mean, Money Bunny.
I forgot to say, Chad, there is some content warnings. Like, I forgot to say. Should we have content warnings for this stream since it's creepypastas?
It's creepypastas. They should expect.
yeah,
If I don't have a signed note from all of your parents, then I'm
yeah, because I feel like it should be implicitly implied, right? Because it's the nature of a creepypasta for stuff darker quote unquote.
Are you telling me that bad stuff happens in creepypastas?
Who would have thought? Oh my gosh, people die and have bad things happen to them? Oh my gosh.
I just want to be sure.
Thank you for the biddy.
DA yours cheered
As long as
1
everyone
bit.
understands, there is content warnings in all of our stories.
yours,
like the
thank
ugly
you.
barnacle. Thank you.
Yeah, somebody died in that. Death warning, chat.
There is self-harm and stuff. And the lamb. Thank you. Okay.
How are you doing to
continue.
yours? I hope you're well.
Yeah.
This isn't content
Did you say,
warning?
I hope your mom?
This isn't
Damn.
I said I hope you're
just-
well.
Oh! I heard I hope your
I
mom.
hope you fall in a well.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'll continue. I'm halfway done, I think. Mary picked up another beer bottle, breaking it on the edge of a dumpster, leaving a sharp half. Okay, let's see. You wanna come, huh? She waved the broken bottle in front of the lamb in a tantalizing motion. Yeah, you wanna make me feel bad, don't you? The lamb floated motionless, spectating as usual. Here, take it! Hurt me all you want! Do it already!
The lamb
Bursting
is just
into
like
tears.
sitting there like, dude.
Just hanging out, man!
You okay?
Just hanging out.
Just eating my Cheetos. Like, what the fuck?
Just hanging out,
Boy.
just floating.
Why is it there
Quick.
twice? Hello?
I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Bursting into tears, she
jumped
dropped
up
to
and
her
down.
knees.
It did, didn't it?
I can't stop thinking. I can't stop thinking. I can't stop thinking. Mary began mumbling to herself repeatedly. Her grip on herself was loosening rapidly. Her time was running out, and she knew she couldn't keep this up for long. Looking up, the lamb was directly in her face. No, I don't want to go home, she begged, like a frightened child. A long chain fell out of the lamb's mouth. The quickly began embedding itself deep into Mary's leg, as though it had a mind of its own. Mary got up and ran as fast as she could to evade her captor, but the chain only grew longer as it extended out of the lamb's mouth. She stumbled onto a parking lot, and another long chain shot out of the lamb's mouth, embedding itself onto her other leg. Becoming fully sober, Mary screamed and cried for help, but no one heard. Going into a panic attack while she ran, she lost her breath and passed out. A familiar cold, silent air surrounded her. She felt herself lying on a soft plain. The bed. Her bed. Slowly, she opened her eyes to find chains stemming from her limbs, leading to the mouth of the watchful lamb, who floated at the top of the bed. The time was 8:47 a.m. No! She cried. She had never left her apartment. The lamb let out a disembodied bat sound as another chain emerged from its mouth. Please! God, no, please! The ghastly sound of the lamb grew louder as the chain approached Mary's belly before taking a pause. Mary continued weeping. She had lost all hope of escape. What do you want? What did I do? The chain plunged forward, embedding itself onto her stomach. Strangely, it kept going deeper as blood soaked through her sweater. She wailed in agony, but was interrupted when another chain exited the lamb's mouth. There's a lot of chains, I feel like, in this story. Shooting down Mary's throat, silencing her screams. Choking on the chain, spazzing and twitching, until finally giving out, Mary died.
The end.
The end! Her body was discovered.
She died.
That's it! She just died. Rest in peace, girly. Alright. By the end of the week, her body was discovered. An officer walked in as the investigation finished. Turns out, this young lady was schizophrenic. A total nutcase, explained a detective at the scene. He pulled out an empty medicine bottle from Mary's bathroom cabinet. She ran out of her meds, and the broad killed herself. Alright, we're done here, the officer said, and the team exited the room, closing the door behind them. It was 8:30 a.m. in that room. A young woman frantically rummaged through her cabinet. The end!
Someone heard
Whoa.
the Mary Had a Little Lamb song, was like, I could write a creepypasta about this.
Yeah! Oh my god, I never made the connection until you just said it. This is smart! Wait, that makes so much sense! Oh my god!
Mary had a lamb
Wow.
indeed, but the lamb wasn't real. It was just Shutter Island lamb.
The lamb told
Mary had a tulpa.
Mary had a
no.
tulpa.
Oh no.
Ugh. Man, Shutter Island's such a good movie. I need to rewatch that.
It really is.
Ooh.
Alright, yeah, what's your story? Ready.
Huh?
Alright, yeah, what's your story?
What?
We're reading
Um,
stories?
This is
Oh
Yaki's horror
shit!
story.
I thought I was just hearing about some cool lambs. Have you guys read Candle Cove yet?
I think I did, but it's okay. Because that one's good, so I'll give you permission.
If you haven't, I will read it. But otherwise, I have a longer one. I just don't want to be.
No,
I
read it.
don't want to tread
If
familiar
it helps,
ground.
I'm gonna read like a short story by Roald Dahl.
She wanted to.
I love Roald Dahl.
Me too.
Roald Dahl is not. What?
It's
the
creepy.
one-
He's a creepy old man. I think he's dead now,
Yeah,
though.
He is dead.
That
He
is
dead. He died
creepy.
in
He's
1980.
dead. Wow.
Death is creepy.
Death is like low key creepy. Ew.
For real, on God, no cab.
Oh, I
His
hate
stories
it
aren't
here.
creepy. No.
I mean,
some of
unless
them
you
are.
count Willy Wonka, because he definitely killed like 5 kids in that story, but...
The Glass Elevator is kind of a creepy book. I don't know if anybody ever actually read that one.
I tried to read
besides
it.
me.
I tried to read it, then I got bored.
But,
Maybe I should try rereading it.
but like,
Lol.
Willy Wonka definitely killed like 5 kids, right? Like...
Oh no, he's
he did.
he's committed several
He's a
crimes.
murderer.
Yeah.
And maybe some parents. No, wait. No. I
No,
don't
he
think-
definitely killed some parents too.
Okay, wasn't sure.
At least Veruca's dead.
Like a shitload of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, as a guy does, you know.
And I mean, if you
Huh.
watch the Johnny Depp version of the movie, that's pretty creepy too. That whole
Yeah.
movie's weird.
Yeah, it's got Johnny Depp in it.
Can we all agree it was just insane?
Ugh. Huh?
It was just insane.
Sure.
Yeah. It was really weird.
Some of the things that happened in the Donnie Depp version.
Really weird, yeah.
The Donnie Depp.
The
Dude, some
Donnie,
of the
the Donnie Darko.
Dongan Darko.
Dongan-
I'm just saying, some of those close-ups when it cuts to like Willy Wonka's childhood was like insane with his dentist dad and the teeth. Ugh.
His dentist dad isn't he played by fucking, oh my gosh, what is his name?
It's like
Creepies.
I'm blanking. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna die. Goodbye.
I'll do it.
Please
Don't
don't
do it.
die. I'm begging you.
Count Dooku? Is that his name?
Who?
From
Christopher
Star Wars.
Lee?
Yeah.
I love that man.
Isn't that who plays his dad? Am I tripping?
Never seen the movie. I don't.
You've never seen the movie?
I have never seen that one. I'm sorry.
I cannot believe this. It is Christopher Lee. I was correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't know. I have that
That's
burn into my
crazy.
brain. I'm like, that's Count Dooku.
Yeah.
Huh.
I have bad news.
About what?
I gotta use the toilet.
How could you?
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Do
may
we...
You can continue. I'll listen on stream. Don't worry. I'll continue. You guys can, I'll listen on stream.
Okay.
Alright. Alright. Have fun.
Here, do you want me to?
Just as long as you haven't already read this one. I'm gonna
I've
feel
read
bad.
it. I read it last year solo, but
Oh, okay, okay.
that was a year ago. So if you want to send it, I can help you read it. Or if you want to,
read.
you don't have to. But
I'm gonna read.
okay, then read it.
Because I like this one. It's got spooky television sex.
No, no.
in it.
It's Mina's fault.
It's Mina's fault.
It's Mina's fault.
She did finish the story. Mary died,
Ugh.
and she was schizophrenic, and she had a lamb. The end.
Mary had a little mental issue.
Mary had a little schizophrenia.
She had a little crash out. The end.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me. I'm literally lighting a candle in real life. Get in the spooky mood.
Oh
I
my
hope that does
gosh.
something for you all at home.
Wait, you need to see this real quick. Hold on.
What am I seeing real quick?
Hold on. I don't think
I'm
that's his. I don't think that's his name, but all right. I guess that's one name you could
Oops.
go. We're renaming him to Stanley.
Leave.
I just looked over and saw a picture of 3D Mario. It says Stanley next to it.
Oh, I thought you said Stan Lee, like the Marvel guy.
Yeah, that too.
The guy who gave Mpreg birth to Spider-Man. Okay, I'm gonna read my thingy, I guess.
Yeah, read it.
Yeah.
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 I'm just gonna make sure I don't burn my house down real quick. Okay, cool.
Don't burn your house down. That would be very bad. I mean, it would be very scary, so it'd be fitting, but like, don't do that.
Me sitting in the burning house. Ooh, this is spooky. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Ooh, this is perfect. Okay, I put on some music.
Yeah,
I'm a little stuffed up. I'm sorry.
a hot bat lady with lo-fi music.
Hey.
Creepy, spooky. Wow.
I'm about it. Much wow. It comes most often at night. That niggling memory, gnawing in some corner of your mind like a rodent, chewing the corners of the drywall. The memory of some brightly lit cartoon funland, or a world of puppets. A memory of a TV show you would watch, seated cross-legged on the living room floor, with the fixed enthusiastic attention only a child can give. Attention that you wish now you perhaps hadn't given so freely. For there is something about that show, something about that discordant music, the details of the characters, their motivations, and the storylines, the fixed maniacal grins that seems, looking back, to be altogether too sinister to be a children's show. You try to block the memory out, and yet, there in the back of your mind, most often at night, the puppet's fixed grin keeps on smiling. Candle Cove is a widely known and popular creepy... Oh, fuck. Ah!
You were reading the summary!
I'm reading this up! Okay.
It couldn't be me.
But I'm here. I'm here. Listen. I'm here. Net Nostalgia Forum. Television. Local. Sky Shale 033. Subject. Candle Cove Local Kids Show? Does anyone remember the kids show? It was called Candle Cove, and I must have been 6 or 7. I never found reference to it anywhere, so I think it was on the local station around 1971 or 1972. I lived in Ironton at the time. I don't remember which station, but I do remember it was on at a weird time, like 4 p.m. Mike Painter, 65. Seems really familiar to me. I grew up outside of Ashland and was 9 years old in 72. Candle Cove. Was it about pirates? I remember a pirate marionette in the mouth of a cave talking to a little girl. Yes, okay, I'm not crazy. I remember Pirate Percy. I always kind of was scared of him. He looked like he was built from parts of other dolls, real low budget. His head was an old porcelain baby doll. Looked like an antique that didn't belong on the body. I don't remember what station this was. I don't think it was WTSF, though. Jaren, 2005. Sorry to resurrect this old thread, but I know exactly what show you mean, Sky Shill. I think Candle Cove ran for only a couple months in 71,
shill?
not 72. Sky Shill? What are you like? You like the sky? Cringe.
Cringe.
It was channel 58, whatever station that was. My mom would let me switch to it after the news. Let me see what I remember. It took place in Candle Cove, and it was about a little girl who imagined herself to be friends with pirates. The pirate ship was called the Laughingstock, and Pirate Percy wasn't a very good pirate because he got scared too easily. And there was Calliope music constantly playing. Don't remember the girl's name, Janice or Jade or something. I think it was Janice. Thank you, Jaren. Memories flooded back when you mentioned the Laughingstock and Channel 58. I remember the bow of the ship was a wooden smiling face with the lower jaw submerged. It looked like it was swallowing the sea, and it had that awful Ed Wynn voice and laugh. I especially remember how jarring it was when they switched from the wooden/plastic model to the foam puppet version of the head that talked. I remember now, too. Do you remember this part, Sky Shale? You have to go inside. Mike, I got a chill reading that. Yes, I remember. That's what the ship always told Percy when there was a spooky place he had to go in. Like a cave or a dark room where the treasure was. And the camera would just push in on Laughingstock's face with each pause. You have to go inside. With his 2 eyes askew and that flopping foam jaw and the fishing line that opened and closed it. It looked so cheap and awful. You guys remember the villain? He had a face that was just a handlebar mustache above really tall, narrow teeth. I honestly thought the villain was Pirate Percy. I was about 5 when the show was on. Nightmare fuel. That wasn't the villain. The puppet with the mustache. That was the villain's sidekick. Horace Horrible. He had a monocle, too. But it was on top of the mustache. I used to think that meant he had only one eye. But yeah, the villain was another marionette. The Skin Taker. I can't believe they let us watch back then. Jesus H. Christ. The Skin Taker. What kind of a kid show were we watching? I seriously could not look at the screen when the Skin Taker showed up. He's descended out of nowhere on his strings. Just a dirty skeleton wearing that brown top hat and cape. And his glass eyes that were too big for his skull. Christ almighty. Wasn't his top hat and cloak all sewn up crazily? Was that supposed to be children's skin? Yeah, I think so. Remember his mouth didn't open and close. His jaw just slid back and forth. I remember that little girl said, Why does your mouth move like that? And the skin taker didn't look at the girl, but at the camera, and just said, to grind your skin. I'm so relieved that other people remember this terrible show. I used to have this awful memory, a bad dream I had when the opening jingle ended. The show faded in from black, and all the characters were there, but the camera was just cutting to each of their faces, and they were just screaming. The puppets and the marionettes were flailing spastically, and all just screaming. The girl was just moaning and crying like she had been through hours of this. I woke up many times from that nightmare. I used to wet the bed when I had it. Kevin Hart says, I don't think that was
Kevin Hart, what?
time.
Remember, that was an episode. Yeah, Kevin Hart. He's in this. He's in this creepypasta.
Oh my
Anti-shrimp
gosh.
mode!
Think of the
I know.
anti-shrimp
Celebrity. No, not possible. There was no plot or anything. I mean, literally just standing in place, crying and screaming for the whole show. Maybe I'm manufacturing the memory because you said that, but I swear to God, I remember seeing what you described. They just screamed. Oh God, yes, the little girl, Janice. I remember seeing her shake and the skin taker screaming through his gnashing teeth, his jaw careening so wildly I thought it would come off its wire hinges. I turned it off, and it was the last time I watched. I ran to tell my brother, and we didn't have the courage to turn it back on.
I don't know why I'm just imagining like a scene where the Muppets are running around screaming.
Like the Kermit, like arm flailing, like
yeah.
I visited my mom today at the nursing home. I asked her about when I was little, in the early 70s, when I was 8 or 9, and if she remembered a kid's show, Candle Cove. She said she was surprised I could remember that, and I asked why. And she said, because I used to think it was so strange that you said, I want to go watch Candle Cove now, Mom. And then you would tune the TV to static and just watch dead air for 30 minutes. You had a big imagination with your little pirate show. The
Dun
end.
dun dun. That twist at the end though was killer. That story's great.
It's killer. It's killer.
Yeah. It's really good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I have one more, but it's super long. And I'm gonna wait for somebody else to read something. I don't know.
Do you think Mina fell in the toilet?
I think she might have gotten abducted and sent to Santa's workshop.
Yeah, Santa got her.
Mm-hmm.
No, Mina. Mina, you weren't supposed to do that. I don't want to go outside and touch grass to save you. I mean, I'll do it, but
Begrudgingly.
Ugh. Mina, stop being abducted by Santa.
Quit it, you.
That's rude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dying mad? What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, my bad. I was like, you're just dying? You're dying, but you're mad. That's crazy. All right, I'll read.
Mina, calm down, Mina.
Mina, go get anger management. It's okay. You don't have to be angry.
It's gonna be okay.
Just take a deep breath.
Take a Xanax. It's okay.
Okay, I have a story. Since we're waiting, let's see if you recognize it, because it's a kind of well-known story, I think. Well-known creepypasta.
Ooh.
Anger management, more like panic management. So true. Alright. Okay, I got my story. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Chat, are you ready? I'm not gonna wait for your answer.
They're ready. They're here. Fuck them.
In the last decade and a half, it's become infinitely easier to obtain exactly what you're looking for by way of a couple of keystrokes. The internet has made it all too simple to use a computer and change reality. Isn't that the truth? An abundance of information is merely a search engine away, to the point where it's hard to imagine life as any different. Yet a generation ago, when the words streaming and torrent were meaningless save for conversations about water, people met face to face to conduct software swap parties, trading games and applications on Sharpie labeled 5 1/4 inch floppies. Because we're old. Of course, most of the time, the meets were a way for frugal, community-minded individuals to trade popular games like King's Quest and Maniac Mansion, I can read, amongst themselves. However, a few early programming talents designed their own computer games to share amongst their circle of acquaintances, who, in turn, would pass them on until, if fun and well-designed enough, an independently developed game had its place in the collection of aficionados across the country. Think of it as an 80s equivalent of a viral video. Pale Luna, on the other hand, was never circulated outside of the San Francisco Bay Area. All known copies have long been disposed of. All computers that have ever run the game now... Hold on.
Holding.
Detritus.
Detritus. I had to look up how to say that word. You can on hold now. The game that have ever run the game, now detritus buried under layers of filth and polystyrene. This fact is attributed to a number of rather abstruse design choices made by its programmer. Pale Luna was a text adventure in the vein of Zork and The Lurking Horror, at a time when said genre was swiftly going out of fashion. Upon booting up the program, the player was presented with an almost completely blank screen except for the text, "You are in a dark room. Moonlight shines through the window. There is gold in the corner, along with a shovel and a rope. There is a door to the east. Command?" So began the game that one writer for a long out-of-print fanzine decried as enigmatic, nonsensical, and completely unplayable, as the only commands that the game would accept were pick up gold, pick up shovel, pick up rope, open door, and go east. The player was soon presented with the following. Reap your reward. Pale Luna smiles at you. You are in a forest. There are paths to the north, west, and east. Command? What quickly infuriated the few who played the game was the confusing and buggy nature of the second screen onward. Only one of the directional decisions would be the correct one.
Shut your half-wit pie holes!
Dragon_Slayer69 joined the Catgirl cult.
Dragon Slayer 69, thank you for joining the cult. How are you doing? Welcome in. I hope you're well. Settle in. Grab a snack.
Yippee.
We're reading creepypastas. For example, on this occasion, a command to go in a direction other than north would lead to the system freezing, requiring the operator to hard reboot the entire computer. Imagine playing the game and getting it wrong and then having to hard reboot your entire PC. That is truly a horror story in itself. Furthermore, any subsequent screens seem to merely repeat the above text. with the difference being only the directions available. Worse still, the standard text adventure commands appeared to be useless. The only accepted non-movement related prompts were use gold, which the game would display the message not here. Use shovel, which brought up not now. And use rope, which prompted the text you've already used this. Most who played the game progressed a couple of screens into it before becoming fed up of having to constantly reboot their devices and tossing the disc in disgust, writing off the experience as a shoddily programmed farce. However, there's one thing about the world of computers that remains true. No matter the era, some people who use them have way too much time on their hands. And that's how VTubing was born. A young man by the name of Michael Nevins decided to see if there was more to Pale Luna than what met the eye. 5 hours and 33 screens worth of trial and error and unplugged computer cords later, he finally managed to make the game display different text. The text in this new area read, Pale Luna smiles wide. There are no paths. Pale Luna smiles wide. The ground is soft. Pale Luna smiles wide. Here. Command? It was another hour still before Nevin stumbled upon the proper combination of phrases to make the game progress any further. Dig hole, drop gold, then fill hole. This caused the screen to display, congratulations, 40.24248, negative 121.4434. Upon which the game ceased to accept commands, requiring the user to reboot one last time. After some deliberation, Nevins came to the conclusion that the numbers referred to lines of latitude and longitude. The coordinates had led to a point in the sprawling forest that dominated the nearby Lassen volcanic park. I can still read. As he possessed much more free time than sense, Nevins vowed to see Pale Luna through to its ending. The next day, armed with a map, a compass, and a shovel, he navigated the park's trails, noting with amusement how each turn he made corresponded roughly to those that he took in-game. Though he initially regretted bringing the cumbersome digging tool on a mere hunch, the path's similarity all but confirmed his suspicions that the journey would end with him face to face with an eccentric's buried treasure. Out of breath after a tricky struggle to the coordinates, he was pleasantly surprised by a literal stumble upon a patch of uneven dirt. Shoveling as excited as he was, it would be an understatement to say that he was taken aback when his heavy strokes unearthed the badly decomposing head of a blonde-haired little girl. Nevins promptly reported the situation to the authorities. The girl was identified as Karen Paulson, 11, reporting missing to the San Diego Police Department a year and a half prior. Efforts were made to track down the programmer of Pale Luna, but the nearly anonymous legal gray area which the software swapping community operated inescapably led to many dead ends. Collectors have been known to offer upwards of 6 figures for an authentic copy of the game. The rest of Karen's body was never found. The end.
That's insane.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's how VTubing was born.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, that's how VTubing was born. Yay!
Yay!
Hmm.
Yay! I don't know what's going on in the group chat, but this is insane, by the way.
It's been drowned.
He sure has more moves than I remember.
That story is
I
like...
just saw.
I don't know what's going on. What are you guys looking at? What's going on in the group
I the story is pretty good
Sometimes
because the
I
reveal
Yeah.
at the end that it's not gold, but gold hair is really cool. I don't know. I think that's a nice twist.
I like the subversion.
Dun dun dun.
Blam,
Yeah.
blam.
Wow.
Hoo-hoo.
Ihi.
Eh-heh.
Ihi.
Eh-heh.
Ihi. Alright, Mr. Yagi, I'm ready for your super long story, please.
Okay.
Yay! Alright, everybody.
As long
get
as
your
you don't
blankies.
mind me going again.
Yes. You have to make up for it anyway.
Your mom can go
Okay.
again.
What?
Whoa.
What? Okay, hold on. Let me get my blankie. I'm ready for story time by Yagi. Let's do this. Is that you, Bess?
Huh?
What?
Is that Bess?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yay! Alright, yeah, get ready. Oh my god! Sorry. I am encouraging Yagi. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
So, it's story time.
There's something in the coffee. I've been awake for 18 days. That's not hyperbole or any form of exaggeration. I've genuinely gone all this time without any sleep or rest.
Oh my god.
Not even a week. And the craziest part is that I don't feel like I need it. I don't know how I'm still alive. These last few days have been some of the craziest of my life, and I feel like it's about to get much worse. It all began on the eve of one of my exams. The dreaded finals week had come around, and although I'd studied it throughout the month of November, prepared myself to the best of my ability, it was still getting to me. Something about having a considerable portion of grades dependent on one test just never sat right with me. I'd been lying in my bed for the past 3 hours, tossing and turning, frustrated, unable to allow myself to slip into that glorious world of slumber. It was 4 a.m., and my next final was at 8. Eventually, I'd had enough, so I decided to get out of bed and pull an all-nighter to do some extra studying. After all, staying up through the night had always been better than dozing off for 2 hours, and then being rudely awoken, surprisingly enough. So with that, I sighed, got up from my bed, started putting on my clothes, headed out the door into the warm, humid Floridian air. The campus library was open, as was to be expected. They were always available 24/7 during this time. The building was entirely still. The information desk was open, and some poor soul who had taken the student job was staffing it overnight. I looked over, and she didn't even move her head to notice me, staring blankly at the screen ahead of her. There were other people in here too, just not a lot. Now and then you could see in the occasional chair filled by a zombified student, a cup of coffee in one hand, their laptop in another, and a lovely pie of pizza resting on the table in front of them. Typical. In the center of the main lobby stood a beautifully crafted
There
table
they
with a
have
white
pizza.
cloth draped over it. Who dares bring the pizza to the library?
So,
If you're gonna bring pizza to the library, you better bring enough for the whole class.
Yeah, you gotta
Exactly.
share with the librarian at least.
yeah.
They live a very boring life. On top of it were 2 metallic cylinders, coffee dispensers, with a basket containing a bunch of small paper cups to the right. Further to the side, a variety of creams, sugars, and sweeteners. This sight didn't surprise me. The school had a tradition of offering free coffee to all students in the late hours during this time. It was a nice gesture for everyone stressing out about their upcoming exams, I suppose. I'm not a coffee drinker. Never was. I
But
despise
you're
the
a
taste.
barista.
Still, I'm not talking. I'm reading. I'm literally drinking coffee right now. Still, it was 4 a.m. and I was about to stay up all night. So, with that in mind, I caved and filled up one of the paper shot cups, making sure to load it with so much cream that, frankly, you probably thought it wouldn't be able to call it coffee anymore. With that, I made my way up to the stairway to the right, which took me to the 3rd floor, the computer lab. I approached one of the tens of empty computers, logged into my account, and pulled up my professor's PowerPoint presentation. I practically gulped the coffee down in a minute, then it tasted about how you'd expect. But the texture was off. As the hot liquid slid its way down my throat, I felt something like a rough surface pass by my tongue. It was almost as if tiny little balls had been in the fluid, like cottage cheese, but a tad less noticeable. I didn't think much of it then, figuring it was probably something I put into the beverage or something with this particular brand. And with a quick look inside the cup, revealed nothing unusual. So I quickly forgot about it. I was considering getting another one when, just 10 minutes later, the caffeine took effect. It was insanely powerful, more than I expected. My heart was throbbing in my chest as I jolted into awakeness, and I felt like I had just slept 10 hours. There's an ongoing gag going around the school that they injected the coffee with jet fuel. Well, I guess I know where that came from. Suffice it to say, I'm glad I didn't follow through on what I was considering. I think I would have succumbed to cardiac arrest almost immediately. I continued studying until about 7 a.m. when the sun began to peek over the horizon. As I exited the building, stepping into the crisp morning air, I still felt perfect. The heart pounding in my chest was the only thing telling me that this period of energy was artificial. I finally understood why people were such avid coffee drinkers, and I thought that maybe I should do this more often. It ended up taking until about 2 p.m. that day for the caffeine to wear off. At least I could feel my body begin to slow down, and the full effect of the stunt I had just pulled came over me like a rock. It was like somebody had just snapped their fingers and I just crashed. I decided to return to my bed and attempt to sleep off last night. Not for too long, though. After all, I had more finals in the morning. And thinking of that got my fear going once again. I said I had prepared the best I could, but the one that was coming up, oh boy. No matter what I tried, I couldn't figure out half of it. And the thing was about 40% of my grade. If I didn't do well on this final, it would tank my class average. A slight panic set in at the thought of it. I should mention, I have a mild case of anxiety. Not to the extreme where I get regular panic attacks, but just enough to make every testing situation about 10 times worse than it is for anyone else. I tossed and turned for about 30 minutes in this pit of dread I was drowning in when suddenly something very peculiar happened. My sleepiness disappeared again. It was just gone entirely and utterly vanished. I didn't know what to make of it at first, but blamed it on the adrenaline currently shooting through my veins. I decided to splash some cold water on my face and take a hot shower to calm down. It didn't help. 2 hours of laying there passed. Nothing. Didn't make sense to me. It was as if the crash had just ended. As I wasn't getting any sleep, I decided to use this time to work some more, being so worried about what was coming up and all. I did just that until about 11 p.m. that night. And again, I just still didn't feel tired. I spent hours tossing and turning, hoping, begging myself to fall asleep. But no dice. I had enough at this point. I pulled out my phone and did a quick Google search on how long caffeine was supposed to last. Most results pointed me in the direction of 4 to 6 hours, with the more extreme estimates being up to 12. This had already gone far longer than any of the websites suggested. I rationalized it away by saying that perhaps I was just sensitive to caffeine, and that since this was my first real exposure, it would take a while for the effects to subside. I was going to crash eventually, I just needed to wait it out. But that didn't happen. It was now 4 a.m., and I was still lying awake in bed, feeling no different. I decided to spend the night studying again, very decidedly not taking any of the coffee this time, slightly annoyed that I would likely regret it in the middle of the next morning's final. I didn't. Nothing had changed, and now I was starting to get concerned. Did I have some adverse reaction or something? What was going on? I called my mom to ask what she had to say, and she was equally concerned for my well-being and suggested I take a trip to the university's health center. Best they could do for me was to recommend I take some medication and see if that fixed it, and she instructed me to call a doctor if it didn't. sure you can guess the results of that little experiment. Not only did the medication take no effect, but as I lay awake for hours, a chill sweat began to trickle down my skin. It started gradually, and it eventually became intense, such that my sheets quickly became drenched in the stuff. My head as well was throbbing. A piercing, screaming headache shot its way through my brain, only getting worse, as if I had just been shot. There's a different kind of thumping in my head, though, one much more unexplainable. On top of my raging headache, I felt something else, a tiny, slight, unrhythmic tapping, seeming to occur in different parts of my brain. I paid close attention as it slowly moved from one side of my forehead to the other, then around the back of my skull, before continuing to wrap itself around. I didn't know what to make of it, and that's also where I drew the line. Enough was enough. I was calling a doctor tomorrow. Well, I did so the following morning, and the response I got was something like, "Sorry, the best we can do is give you the appointment in 2 weeks." Great. I'll praise the healthcare system, I guess. But accepting that it was only the only thing I could do, I said okay, booked the meeting, and hoped it wouldn't worsen. The following day was when things started to get a little scary. My mother nearly gasped when she saw me on FaceTime, saying I looked paler than snow. I had to agree with her because in the middle of our conversation I got a sudden wave of extreme nausea, gagging harder than I ever had before. I hastily hung up the call and sprinted to the bathroom, just in time to empty my stomach contents into the bowl. I sat there, retching for the next hour. All the while, the headache and those odd irregular feelings circling themselves around my brain continued. And if that hadn't been bad enough, as I was donating my insides to the indoor plumbing, I swear I saw something move in the corner of my eye. It was brief, but it looked like an odd, elongated shape, slowly moving up the bathroom wall. I didn't get a good look at it, as it appeared to hurry out of view entirely before I turned around. I searched the entire place, top to bottom. There was no sign of the damn thing. It was like it just vanished. That was the final straw. I assumed the sleep deprivation was getting to me, and I was just beginning to hallucinate, even though I still felt as awake as ever. But I didn't care anymore. Enough was enough. I could not, in any way, wait 2 weeks for an appointment. And so, without any options left, I picked up the phone and dialed 911. The paramedics arrived within minutes, and I quickly explained the situation to them, and after seeing how terrible I looked, they immediately put me in a stretcher and whisked me away to the local hospital. 2-hour wait in the emergency room was what I could best describe as miserable. I was stuck sitting in a cheap plastic chair in a sanitary, lit, open room, surrounded by patients suffering from God knows what illnesses. The icing on the cake was that my symptoms continued to worsen throughout my entire stay. My vision was going hazy, and I swear I kept seeing something move in my peripheral vision, like what I had found back in my apartment. Finally, after hours of torture, the doctor finally called me in and escorted me to my new room. He introduced himself as Dr. Jones, then ran me through some basic questions. You know, the typical stuff. "How are you feeling, Kevin?" "Terrible." "Have you taken any drugs lately?" "Other than NyQuil, no." "Do you drink any alcohol?" "Very rarely."
Run! She's a
It
ghost
was just your
and a bitch!
standard, run-of-the-mill doctor's questioning. But soon, one toward the end caught my attention. "Did you drink any caffeinated beverages recently?" the doctor asked.
Drank your mom.
I stopped for a moment. I mean, I did have a shot of coffee, but it was 3-4 days ago.
It's always the cat.
The doctor
You
made a hum of
what?
acknowledgement.
Drink up, bitch, it's hydrate
expression.
They
time.
did not hear what I said. So only chat heard what I said.
Wait, what'd you say?
Oh.
Oh no.
You said, "Oh, did you drink any caffeinated beverage lately?" And I said, "I drank your mom."
Oh my god! I don't think this is allowed.
I forgot I was
Is this
muted.
allowed?
Mother, this guy stinks!
Is this allowed?
I said that, but I was muted, and so chat was like, "Wait."
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Also, Yagi, I know I've said this before, but you have a fantastic voice for like narration and reading.
I agree.
Oh, thank you.
Which spooky story is this? I don't know.
It's called There's Something in the Coffee.
Ooh.
It's drugs.
Drugs. It's probably whatever cream you added.
Are you okay?
I stopped for a moment. I mean, I did have a shot of coffee, but it was 4 days ago. The doctor made a hum of acknowledgement, his expression considerate, before shaking it off. Okay, well, that shouldn't be causing this, then. I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. I'm not sure what's happening. So what we're going to do now is run you through a few tests to hopefully determine an answer. And if we can't find anything, then we might have to keep you here overnight to perform a sleep test. I snorted. Sleep test, right. The preliminary tests went exactly as expected. They took some fluids, checked my blood pressure, looked at my heart rate. All the standard stuff. Everything turned out negative for any sort of issue. My vitals were perfect. Frustratingly so. And so I was then quickly informed that they would be proceeding with the sleep examination that night. They escorted me to a place that looked like a hotel room than a hospital. A big window at the far end would let in plenty of natural light during the day. And there's another blurred out window on the right side. And a neat little old lamp stood on a nightstand. The bed looked rather cozy and had a lovely wooden finish as a headboard. If I weren't so ill, I would have admired it. After hooking me up to various pieces of equipment that I could even explain the purpose of, Dr. Jones spoke again. All right, you're all set up, Kevin. Now, don't worry. We're going to be watching from the adjacent room the entire night, okay? So if you need anything, just ask. I nodded my head, the only response I could make in my current state, and watched as he handed me a couple of pills. Oh, and one more thing. Here's some Silanor for the night. It's an insomnia medication. It should be more powerful than the stuff you had before. Hopefully it might have an effect. After I swallowed what he had given me, the doctor made his way out of the room and turned off the lights before closing the door. And just like that, I was left in nothing but complete, overbearing silence, broken only by the gentle hum of machinery. As my eyes hadn't adjusted yet, darkness swallowed everything. Gently eased my head back into the pillow and shut my eyelids, hoping to finally catch some Z's. The bed was really comfortable. In any other situation, I would have fallen asleep within minutes. But now, 1 hour passed, 2 hours passed. I was beginning to get frustrated. It seemed like the tablet the doctor had given me wasn't helping. So I just lay there, staring at the ceiling for some time, and holding my eyes shut. Nothing happened until about midnight, and quite frankly, I wish it had stayed that way. I immediately felt the throbbing in my head again, and the gentle taps that seemed to be circulating around my entire head went into overdrive. It was more evenly spread now, too. Rather than being in specific locations, it was across what seemed to be the entire circumference of my brain all at once. I could almost hear it inside me. All the little contacts, like crinkling paper. I sprung up to a sitting position, clutching my face in pain. My eyes had adjusted to the darkness now. And what was once pure nothingness had brightened into a shadowy cacophony that ate the corners and walls of the room. The nausea returned, and stars pulsated through my vision. Just then, something caught my eye. It sounded in my ears, too. Something from the dark, shadowy corner that lay just to the left of me, running smoothly and slowly up the wall. I looked over to the source of the noise, which was partially illuminated by the glow of machinery, and what I saw made my heart drop. Tucked away, where the left and back wall met each other, was what appeared to be a black, slim, elongated tube of some sort. But no, it wasn't that. I peered closer at it, and I realized it had legs. Hundreds and hundreds of little tiny legs squirming and latching onto the surface in unison with the noise. The animal slowly crawled its way upward, paying me no attention. Its long body wriggled in perfect harmony as it made its way towards the ceiling. I stayed frozen in fear for a few seconds before I immediately launched up from my bed and screamed, practically ripping the equipment down from where it was standing and unleashing a loud crash. The doctor stormed into the room and immediately turned on the lights, demanding to know what had happened. I was hysterical. My head was still pounding. It felt like my brain was constrained. There's something in the corner of the... But I looked to point it out. What I assumed was gone. Kevin, how long did you say you were awake for? Dr. Jones asked with concern. It's common with severe sleep deprivation that you may experience hallucinations. It made sense, but what I had seen felt so lifelike. Unsurprisingly, the doctors informed me that they would have to cancel the sleep test because my ruckus of throwing everything to the floor managed to break the equipment I was strapped to. So, yay me. However, they said that they could retrieve all the data up until now and that they would be able to review it as soon as possible, and decided it would be best to move me to a standard hospital room while they awaited my results. They could barely move me 5 feet before I started gagging, and soon the floor was greeted with a pristine covering formed from my stomach contents, delivered by yours truly. Jokes aside, I finally got a good look at what was coming out of me. It was filled with what looked like tiny black spheres. I didn't know what to make of it, quite frankly. I was worrying about other things, and it seemed to stun the doctors for a moment, too. However, they quickly got back to the task and escorted me out of the hallway. I didn't see what became of my mess afterward.
What? Huh?
After getting me into an admittedly less comfortable hospital bed. I see you moving Mina around.
Am I intimidating?
I'm surrounded.
It's like when the pillar men appear in JoJo.
Oh, I 100% understand that reference because I've definitely seen JoJo.
Doggy.
I know you're lying to me right now.
Mr. Doggy,
Uh-huh.
are we intimidating?
I like to think so.
Yes.
In like the
We're
perfect
so-
way.
The only
We're
time
so
Mina will ever be
handsome.
intimidating in her life.
We're so handsome, it blinds people.
Handsome.
Yeah.
It is blinding.
One of us. One of us. Do it, miss. Sorry.
After getting
sorry,
into an admittedly less comfortable hospital bed, I finally had the opportunity to scroll through my phone. It was completely blown up with panicked messages from my mother asking me what was happening and demanding to know why I wasn't answering. I called her back, and the second she saw the medical bed behind me, she nearly exploded into tears. "What happened?" she cried out. I explained everything that had been going on since I last called her, the sudden wave of nausea I experienced, calling 911, and the sleep test. We, or rather she, came to the conclusion that she would fly down and visit me as soon as possible to hopefully get this whole situation sorted. It was nice. The silver lining in all this awfulness. At the very least, I was going to be able to see my mother again. Dr. Jones interrupted our conversation, and after I said one last goodbye to my mother, he simply sat down and sighed. He was holding what looked to be a couple of sheets of paper in his hand. "Hey, Kevin," he started. "So we've been reviewing your sleep test data as promised, and, well..." He showed me what looked to be a graph, with a long squiggly line complete with small valleys and ever-towering hills. "Your brainwaves, they're highly irregular. Look." He began
Your
tracing his
mom's
finger along the
irregular.
jagged. Got him.
I don't have a brain. Surprise.
They are much more active than they should be. And they nearly go up the graph here when you had your episode. It's highly alarming. I stared at him in silence, not knowing what exactly to say. One thing's for sure, we're going to have to get a head CT done as soon as possible. I'll see how soon I can get you in for an appointment. I could barely utter an okay before he left the room, and finally, I completely broke down. This whole thing, it was a massive nightmare. I had no idea why this was happening.
It can't be a
It seemed
nightmare
like
because you can't
doctors-
sleep.
Yeah, it's true. You'll never have a nightmare again because you can't sleep. Monkey spa wish granted.
Genie's wish.
It
That's
seemed like
insane.
the doctors, the world-class professionals, did not have any semblance of a clue either. I just wanted this all to end. I just wanted to get some sleep. Finally, I wanted to sleep. I wanted to stop. Seeing that creature in the corner of my eye. But alas, I should have known my prayers would fall on deaf ears. A few hours later, Dr. Jones returned and escorted me to the head examination room. It was small and white, with what looked to be some sort of control desk behind a wall in the front, and a large machine resembling an MRI taking up most of the space, making a lot of noise, far more than I expected. I lay down on the little bed, feet facing the device, and I put my arms over my head as the assistant wheeled me into the machine. I can't lie. I had a certain amount of dread come over me. I knew this was all normal procedure and that it was going to be painless, but something about this was daunting. Dr. Jones and the others returned to the control area near the entrance and advised me the scan was about to begin. However, I didn't even make it for what seemed like 5 seconds when there appeared to be distress from the control center, and one of the assistants practically ran out of the room. My heart began to pound in my chest. Dr. Jones approached me immediately, a grim expression on his face. "Listen, Kevin," he sighed. "Normally CT scan results take weeks to get back to you, but we've seen some things here that I believe might need to be taken care of now."
Can I just say the
He ushered me back.
turnaround in this hospital is insane.
It's clearly like not a Florida hospital, that's for sure.
This is for sure not realistic. This would take forever. What I'm hearing is this is not set in America, clearly.
They mentioned the Floridian air earlier, so this is just clearly like an alternative
alternate
timeline where healthcare is better.
Yeah,
You don't have to
or maybe
wait
he's
3
paying-
days for one CAT scan.
You know what? You know what? This is what I'm hearing. Like, these are just... He's paying premium, so they have to treat him nicer.
It's true. It's
He got-
true. And he saw like
got
bugs
that
in his head or
good
whatever, so
insurance.
it's like, you know. He ushered me back to the area he had been in during the process and pointed at the monitor. And I nearly gasped when I saw the image being projected. There was a picture of my head, with which was to be expected, but there was something else. Wrapped around my brain was a long, bug-like creature with 2 big antennae.
He's got
front.
parasites.
Countable amount of legs. The whole thing bore resemblance to a giant millipede, yet it was slightly fatter, and it was long enough to cover the entire circumference of my brain twice. There
Mina's
was
gonna
something
die.
else, though. That creature looked precisely like the one I'd been seeing in my hallucinations, albeit a little smaller. My heart lurched in my chest as I stared at the unnerving image. I was feeling sick to my stomach, but not due to the illness this time. "Hell!" I exclaimed. "Yeah," Dr. Jones commented. "I have no idea where this came from. I've never seen anything like it before. We're going to have to get it out of you pretty fast." I could only bob my head and still lost in my thoughts. This passenger that had been sitting inside me for God knows how long. Was that what I felt when I experienced that tapping inside my head? Was it that crawling around up there? As if on cue, it started again. I paid closer attention this time, as I could feel it, really feel it. All those little legs skittering around my brain. I immediately dissolved in blind panic, but that only seemed to make it pick up the pace. It almost seemed excited, or stimulated in some way. My headache returned, and I collapsed to the ground, my fear briefly forgotten. Dr. Jones stood up to help me back to my feet and looked at me with a concerned expression. "Look, Kevin, I'll try to schedule surgery to get it removed as soon as possible. Until then, just try not to think about it too hard, okay? Don't think about it too hard." That was easier said than done. How was I supposed to go back to my room and pretend like this hadn't just made itself a home up there?
It's like when someone
What were
tells
you-
you not to think about something and then that's all you can think about.
For
Thanks,
Yeah, it's like,
Doctor.
hey, just don't
real.
think about it.
Thanks, doctor.
Don't think about it. Thanks.
Die.
Have you tried live, laugh, love, eat, pray, love? Have you tried just
Have you had enough
Keeping it
pumpkin
100?
spice lattes this year?
No, I hate pumpkin spice lattes. Kevin.
My terror got worse as I was ushered back to my room. I still hadn't felt it the whole time. I still felt it the whole time. It had gotten active recently, and my symptoms were starting to flare up again. I was overwhelmed with illness the second I got back and immediately sprinted toward the bathroom. The substance I excreted looked like the same as before, filled with those weird black spheres. I didn't pay attention to it, though. I was still thinking about that thing. It had been real. Maybe my visions hadn't been, but whatever this had been living inside me this whole time, I tried desperately to calm myself down and tell myself it would be out in a day. and then it didn't make any better. After finishing my rounds, I got up weakly to wash my hands, and that's when I saw it. Slightly above my eyebrows, in the middle of my forehead, was what appeared to be a massive bulge. It sat there completely still. As I looked at it further, I realized it wasn't just that. It was a long, winding, bug-like cylinder that circled itself around my entire head.
It's gross! It's gross!
I could even see the pieces of my hair slightly displaced by the shape as it sheathed between them. I don't know what came over me, but somehow all worry and tension immediately disappeared. I found my right hand slowly drifting up towards my scalp as if it had a mind of its own. I'd say I tried to stop it, but that would be a lie. It was almost like I was in some sort of trance. My mind had gone completely blank as my arm slowly hovered up further toward the anomaly. Then I touched it, squeezed it gently. It was soft, almost like some sort of sponge. But I didn't have much time to register it as it immediately squirmed away, darting out of view and behind my head at a speed that looked similar to a bullet fired from a gun. This is what finally ripped me from my state. I screamed and leaped forward, almost splitting my head on the bathroom tiles. I sat there, breathing heavily for a moment, hyperventilating, nearly crying, before I worked up the courage to look back into the mirror. It was gone. I did a complete 360 to make sure, but no matter what angle I checked, it wasn't there anymore. My headache intensified once again, and I ran to my bed, curling up into fetal position, tears streaming from my eyes. I remained like that for hours. Doctors had come in to check on me. I don't know why I'm laughing at him. To see what was wrong, but after I explained
you were
what
in the
I'd
fetal
seen,
position crying.
brain parasite, lol.
Oh, God.
That night, I simply lay staring at the ceiling. I don't think I would have been able to sleep even if I didn't have this odd condition. Nothing else happened, but still, it was bad enough. The image of what I saw on the CT scan and what happened to me after in the bathroom was haunting. And no matter how hard I tried, I simply could not get it out of my head. My mom arrived the following morning, and I explained everything to her.
His
She was
mom?
understanding. His mom! She was understanding just about as freaked out as I was.
It's invading.
She relaxed a bit when I told her about the doctor's plans to remove what was now being dubbed a parasite. My neurosurgeon, with a team of doctors, an assistant, and my anesthesiologist, came in a few minutes later, announcing that it was time to perform the surgery, and told my mom to remain in the waiting room. With one last hug, we said goodbye to each other and split up, to hopefully see each other again once this was over. "Don't worry, I'm going to take good care of you," my anesthesiologist reassured me as she prepared the machine. Blinding lights sprang to life as the doctors prepared their tools and laid them out on the table next to me. I knew I wouldn't be feeling any of this, but still, I have to admit it did give me a small pit in my stomach to see all the sharp objects that were about to be used on me. They stuck an IV into my arm and hooked me up to all kinds of equipment, including heart rate and blood pressure monitors. I listened to the rhythmic beeping sprang to life and tried to ease myself into the piercing lights above. "Okay, Kevin," my anesthesiologist smiled. "Once I set this mask on your face, I want you to count down from 10 in your head. I promise you will be asleep before you reach 0. You'll be awake later after the first part of the surgery had been completed." With that, she gently placed it over my nose and slowly breathing in the chemicals streaming through the tube. Trying not to think about how I'd soon wake up with an open skull. I did as she'd requested. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I reached the end of my 10-second countdown. I was still awake. I began to worry. Nothing around me had changed. I tried to say something, to get up, to tell the doctors that I was still there. But the second I tried to move, I realized I couldn't. I was locked in place, bound to the table, completely paralyzed. Couldn't even do so much as wiggle my fingers. My heart beat faster in my chest as I looked over at the anesthesiologist who was viewing my heart rate and other vitals. And thankfully, she seemed to notice something was wrong too. "He's awake," she said bluntly, slightly confused as she stared at the screens in front of her. "Don't start yet. I'm going to increase the dosage." I turned some knob on the machine connected to my mask, and all of a sudden I felt an intense surge of the stuff getting pushed through the tube, far more potent than it had been before. Forcing itself into my nose, my paralysis was getting stronger, but I still was not falling asleep. I began to panic, as evidenced by the ever-increasing beeping on the monitor beside me. The anesthesiologist started to swear under her breath, turned the dial up even more, almost bringing it to its max, but nothing was working. I lay there, awake on the table, unable to do or say anything, while the doctors all crowded around me, trying to get me to go under. Suddenly, the lights above me went out, and the room went completely dark. All the medical staff blurred into the sides of my vision, still and unmoving. What was once a soundscape filled with the frantic movement of personnel and nurses and the rapid beeping of machinery was replaced with complete and utter silence. I sat there, breathing heavily, and that thing began to scurry again, rushing as I felt it crawl all around my head. I wanted to throw up. It was incredibly disgusting, and it just wouldn't stop. There was something else, though. A couple of minutes passed, and something crept through the silence. A soft but noticeable cracking noise came from the far end of the room. Something I couldn't see from here, slowly making its way ever closer. I stared into the distance in horror as the sound unmistakably began wiggling its way up the foot of my bed before changing slightly, now sounding like small, tiny micro taps on the plastic. It wasn't long before two creepy antennae became slightly visible, peering through the darkness just to view. A couple of seconds later, the head arrived. It was here, the same creature I had seen on the CT scan, although it looked much larger. It continued to work its way up the edge of my bed and slithered down the other side. I tried to get up to run, but the paralysis drug that the anesthesiologist had given me was doing its job. I was still stuck. I was left helpless, only able to watch in horror as it slowly squirmed its way over onto the bed and up my foot, giving me the sensation of hundreds of tiny little appendages pushing their way up my body. It was relaxed, seemingly unfazed by all my struggles as it got closer and closer, gently wrapping its way around my limbs. I can look at it now. It definitely resembled a massive millipede, but no exoskeleton existed. Instead, what made up the body seemed to just be a pale, fleshy mass, laced with a pattern of black marks strewn across the entire specimen. It reached my stomach and made a straight beeline for my face. I tried as hard as I could to hold my head back and keep it as far away as possible, but it was futile. All the while, the back half of it had just crossed over the far bed frame. My eyes watered as it slowly crawled over my neck and made contact with my chin, its long antennae now taking up a good chunk of my vision. I didn't seem to be wearing any mask anymore. I don't know when it disappeared, but it was missing, which gave that thing the opportunity to reach between my lips with its little front legs and slowly pry my mouth open with a strength I wouldn't believe it had. I tried again in vain to turn my head to do something to counteract it, but nothing worked. The only movements I made were the spastic twitches of my muscles as I shook like a leaf. Once the creature had opened my mouth just enough, I gagged as it slowly began to crawl its way inside. I felt every movement of the tiny bug limbs creeping on my tongue, the fleshy mass slowly rubbing against the top of my mouth. I wanted to throw up so badly, to cough, but for some reason those reflexes weren't working. All I could do was gag over and over again as its long, segmented body maneuvered its way, like a snake shedding its skin. The head reached the back of my throat and began to work its way up towards the top of my skull as I watched more and more of its body disappear behind my lips. I heard the sound, and then saw more and more of those creatures. Smaller ones began to appear at the sides of the bed and weaved their way towards me. Some crawled towards my face, others maneuvered across every square inch of my body. I tried to scream, but nothing came out. I began hyperventilating, looking at the scene in front of me with terror. Each time I looked, there were more and more appearing out of thin air, exploring every little nook and cranny of me. A pounding, throbbing headache ensued, and a above all that, I felt the original parasite continue to crawl its way around my brain faster than it ever had before. I squeezed my eyes shut, preparing for the nightmare to end, praying for the nightmare to end. For what felt like forever, the lights above me blared to life, and I launched out of the bed and let out a shriek as I flailed my arms around. I nearly smacked the hand of the anesthesiologist dead on as she immediately grabbed hold of my shoulders, trying to ease me back into the bed. Easy, easy, she said. I wanted to yell at her. Then I realized, everything I had just seen, all those bugs, those creatures, they were gone. It was just me and the doctors in the operating room with a highly rapid heartbeat monitor. I took a second to collect my bearings and looked at the mask sitting on the bedside table. They had taken me off the medication. I instantly collapsed into tears and begged for my mother. "We're gonna have to try something else," one doctor said. "Removing it isn't going to work if we can't get him under." I nearly tackled my mom when I saw her again and explained everything about my horrible experience at the operating room. Dr. Jones came in with a couple minutes later with a grim expression. "Okay, Kevin, I'm sorry about what you just went through. For now, we've decided that we're going to try and give you some anti-parasitic medicine. See if that will help your condition. I hate to tell you this, but the medical staff is a little lost right now because you've been infected with a species that we've never seen before. So we'll call in some researchers to better understand your condition." My mother immediately stood up in protest. "You are not going to run experiments on my son." Dr. Jones simply looked at her with professionalism. "They aren't experiments, ma'am. We're going to study the best course of action to hopefully kill or get this parasite out of him. Besides, it's Kevin's choice."
Sorry.
They both looked at me, and I sighed.
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. I desperately wanted this as far away from me as humanly possible, and so with nothing left to lose, I accepted. The next 7 days, my condition didn't get much better. I had been awake for 13 days at this point. It was weird because despite how horrible I felt, I didn't feel like the need to sleep. I still felt just as awake as when this whole thing had begun. And at this point, I had resigned myself to not feeling sleepy ever again until this was over. I requested to spend my nights with my mother because after my surgery encounter, I didn't want to be lying in my room alone at night, and the presence of my mother helped put me at ease. She even taught me to laugh about it a little. As time went on, mysteriously, the hallucinations became slightly more diluted, something which the researchers quickly picked up on. Oh, yeah. At this point, I was also being watched by a team of them, 24/7. I was doing constant tests, scans, the whole deal. The antiparasitics they were trying seemed to have no effect, but I guess that was to be expected. The next day, one of the researchers came in and told me he had an idea. My symptoms seemed to calm down when I was at a state of ease, and flare up when I was stressed or scared. So he proposed giving me a high dose of medication that's supposed to regulate my stress hormones. I tried it for 2 days, and the scientists' theories were all but confirmed because my hallucinations and all my other symptoms weakened significantly. A subsequent CT scan revealed the thing had grown much smaller than it had before. It was starving. This is what led to the current theory that the parasite likely feeds off of stress hormones or other things your body produces during these periods. They continued this pattern for the next 2 days until my symptoms became so mild they almost didn't exist anymore. I was still stuck awake, but everything else had been
Drink
diluted
up,
to an
bitch,
absolute
it's
minimum.
hydrate time.
The parasite on the CT scan looked like a shriveled husk of what it used to be. Dr. Jones came into the room that day and delivered a message that almost made my stomach drop. He said that, if possible, he'd like to try the surgery again. And given the thing had gotten so weak, the researchers didn't think it could overpower the anesthesia as it had before. I halted for a moment. On one hand, I was eager to be done with this, but on the other, I didn't want to relive what I had. Dr. Jones assured me that they would be starting with a very low dose, and if they didn't notice an effect, they would immediately call off the operation. After a long debate with my mom and the doctors, they decided to proceed. Thankfully, the surgery went off without a hitch. When I came to, I finally saw the thing that had caused me all this trouble with my own eyes. It was dead, lying on the bedside table, fully stretched out. It looked the same as what I had seen in my hallucinations, albeit a lot smaller. I even got to name the damn thing. Neural sleep parasite. Had an excellent ring to it. Before long, they hauled off that monster for further study, and I never saw it again. They explained to me that I had most likely ingested its eggs when drinking that coffee back at the library, and that, combined with the high stress response, allowed it to sort of take over my brain for a while. But I cut them off.
Yagi! Yagi! No!
I didn't want to hear more about this. I was gone.
That's me now,
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Ah!
I was released from the hospital a few hours later, got into my car, and drove back to my apartment with my mom. I know you will all say that I probably should have let her drive, but after all this, I was so eager to get back to my normal life. However, I regretted it very soon, because the past 18 days of no sleep hit like a truck in the middle of the journey. With the parasite continuously stimulating my body, I needed to sleep again. Now my brain was about to demand I pay up the tab. Without realizing it, I began to doze off at the wheel. In seconds, I drifted into the oncoming lane. A shrill scream from my mom sitting next to me was the only thing that stopped us from slamming into a massive 18-wheeler with a combined speed of 140 miles an hour. I ripped the car back to the proper lane, adrenaline surging through my body. I immediately pulled over and let my mom take the wheel, realizing my stupid mistake. It goes without saying, she drove me home the rest of the way. Upon arriving at my apartment, I immediately made plans to dive into bed.
Not 13 hours, 18
To
days.
catch up
but
on these 18 days of lost sleep.
I'm gonna drive though.
Or so I thought. Yeah, I'm a drive. I'm good. I'm still good to drive. Because immediately after I jumped under the covers, my tiredness vanished. I began to panic, but forced myself to think clearly. They said I ingested its eggs with that coffee. If there was more than one, or what if it had laid more while it was inside me? Come to think of it, those odd black spheres coming out of me all the time were unsettling. I just never thought to bring it up because there was always something else of critical importance happening. I'm writing this now with a piercing headache, and all of my symptoms are beginning to rush back. I think I just felt something crawl under my skull. The end.
The end. So this person played the neural worm for like Ain't Great and then wrote the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was my wholesome Chungus coffee creepypasta.
That was so wholesome. It had whole.
It was so long. I'm so sorry.
It had
Oh, you're
whole
great.
bugs
I
in
think
it.
I might die.
Mina, how do you
might
feel about this
die.
story?
Me?
Yeah.
I might die.
I like how when I look
No.
over to read chat, it looks like I'm looking down on Mina.
Look
I'm-
at you, so small.
I'm so concerned. Yogi! That was a good story, but now I'm gonna be really worried whenever I look at my coffee. I leave it up for a day.
Well, don't leave coffee out for a day, first of all.
You're so right. I don't leave coffee up for my aunt does.
Yeah, that is
She leaves,
weird.
like,
Why wouldn't they check for eggs or like monitor them
Yeah.
overnight? That's so weird.
They were
Like-
probably just so lucky to be rid of him. He's like, oh, this fucking gross kid, Kevin. Get him out of here. He's got bugs in his brain.
Oh my god.
Kevin and his brain bugs.
Gross. Ugh.
Okay, Mina, do you
Thank
want to
you,
read or
Yaki.
should I read?
I can read.
Okay.
Yagi, I hope you know
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna need some serious brain bleach later. You did great. I need brain bleach.
Mina's feeling the
I'll,
spookies. She's feeling them.
Yeah, it's
I'll
very
find something.
appropriate. You're doing great.
I'll find some
yeah.
brain bleach for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Sasha
Mhm.
boys are not scary, by the way. Don't say that. I'm saying from like almost an hour ago. Maybe Sasha's the best. I love her. Anyway. Alright, this next story is called
Your mom.
The Holder of Images. I had an
Oh, this is
actual,
the-
like,
This is the Holder series. Holy shit.
yeah.
I haven't heard of this one in a while.
Yeah. Actually, I do have an actual story. It was not Roald Dahl. I keep wanting to call him Ronald Dahl.
Ronald Donald.
Yeah, I don't think that's quite him. Oof. Alright. In any city, in any country, go to any museum or art gallery you can get yourself to. Approach an information desk and ask to see the holder of images. The worker may give you a blank stare, but eventually will turn and lead you to the very back of the building and stop at a large set of double.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
I feel that. Upon opening the doors, you will find yourself standing before an unimaginably long corridor, furnished with an elegant red carpet. Oh my god, finally the red carpet! It can go! I want to be a celebrity. Mess. Yagi, let's go. I want to feel fancy like a celebrity.
Okay.
Fancy.
I want to feel yay! Okay, Yagi, we need to hop on the next plane to go see Mess.
What?
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
I figure it's probably easier if we all meet at one place so we can just go visit you, Mess.
Okay.
How about you come to my coast this time?
Oh, you're right.
Well, West Coast, Best Coast. Come on, Yagi.
The West Coast, yeah.
Yeah, but like, but still.
You're right.
I'm very poor.
Grabs Wendy's drive-through window. Bring me the holder of
The holder of
images.
Dude, imagine you asked to go see the holder of images. Dude, you just sound so pretentious, doesn't it?
Bring me the holder of images.
They sound low-key.
That sounds like a
kinda
camera.
pretentious.
Like someone,
Yeah.
like that's just
Sounds
a camera.
Like an alien. It sounds like an alien trying to describe a camera. However, as you proceed, it would behoove you to not view the paintings, as they will become more distorted and horrifying with each step. Whatever you do not stop thinking about the double doors at the end of the hallway. If you take your mind off of them for more than a second, the large painting at the end of the hallway
I stopped thinking about them. I started thinking about burgers. Sorry.
Ma'am, this is still a Wendy's. We
This
do
is
not
still
have the
Wendy's.
McChicken.
We don't.
I'm sorry. Please pull up to the drive-through corner. Please pull up to the window.
Man, I could go for a Wendy's burger right now.
Okay.
All right, come through.
I kind of want fries and like a caramel frappuccino. That's a really good combo.
I
Shit, now I'm
want,
hungry.
not Windows, McDonald's fries.
Let's go to Windows.
Yeah. Yo, fries
That's
sound
my
good right
favorite
now,
restaurant, Windows.
Say- If the painting fades completely, the first thing that you think about, most indescribably deformed, mind you, will replace the double doors, materialize from the canvas and rip your pitiful body to shreds with ease and devour your soul, making you wish you had been given the option to live in the depths of hell.
That's so
This
metal.
should happen. Right? Right? If you guys go to Windows, can you grab me some Vista? It's only glass drinks and glass meals at Windows. Let's see. If this should happen, feel free to run in the other direction, for the doors from which you entered will be gone, leaving in its place another stretch of hallway that extends far beyond infinity. Oh no, I hate running. If you somehow manage to keep your mind focused on the doors by the time you reach the painting, the doors will materialize as you reach for their handle. When you pull it open, you'll see nothing but a white room with a single closed sketchbook propped up on top of a table. As you get closer to it, your mind will start to race with unspeakable images that will seem vivid, as though you were seeing them with your own eyes. Do not dwell on them for too long. If you do, you will forevermore live inside of your mind and in a nightmare far worse than anything the human mind is capable of conceiving. If this is to happen, and you're still sane enough to remember this, shout, "What will help us remember?" And the images should stop. In addition, Managing to reach the sketchbook will make the horrible images cease as well. That sketchbook is object 203 out of 538. The sketchbook allows the owners to save memories as detailed, sometimes moving pictures that will invoke the same emotions, sounds, smells, and any other of the human senses unto the viewer as when looked upon. However, the more memories saved in the sketchbook, the more the owner will lose their sanity. The end!
I do not remember there
this is part
being over 500 in the items in the holder series. That's insane.
Yeah, maybe it's updated since then.
I thought there was like
says-
100 or 200. Holy crap.
yeah.
500? That's a lot.
Let's see. This what? Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, this was updated like 2018.
That's not that reason. That's not that reason.
Oh, don't say that! Don't say that! Don't say that! That's still less than a decade.
Well, this is a great segue. Your story was about art. My story is called The Art of a Jacob Emery.
Oh my
Ooh.
god!
And I can use my southern accent for this, so...
Oh yeah!
Hell yeah.
Thank you, by the way, Yagi. I appreciate it.
Of course.
7 years ago? Yeah. 7 years ago. It was 2018. Holy crap. That's a lot of years. Anyways.
No, don't say that.
I have one more also at the for later, and it's like 15 years ago, and I feel so old now.
Oh no.
Anyway.
Ghost stories. Nah, we don't have anything like that around here. We do have the story of Jacob, but that's as close as you'll get. You really want to know? Well, I'm not supposed to tell you, but alright, just no interrupting. I don't have patience for it. How to describe Jacob Emery? Well, I guess you could say he was the kind of guy you could never take notice of. This isn't to say he was a bad kid in any sense. Many people in this town thought he was the most reliable person for an odd job in the state. But he never really excelled in anything. He was the living proof behind the statement, Jack of all trades, master of none. But this was due to his own lack of will. He dabbled in damn near everything that this town could offer him. Automobiles, radio operations, store management, what have you. But he never stuck with anything. This guy kinda sucked for real. His friends and workers went after him about it a number of times, but everybody got the same unsatisfying response. Hi, Stumbo. How's it going?
I'm not cursed. I'm handsome.
It just wasn't enough. Needless to say, any friends he kept were either very patient or never spoke of the matter altogether. It was probably inevitable, then, that Jacob would leave to go abroad. I don't remember when he went, but I think Gertrude down the street knew before she passed on. You'll have to scout someone else if you ever get curious. In any case, no one tried to stop him. Everybody thought that a little travel would stamp the ambition out of him, or else feed it until it was no longer an issue. Hell, we even gave him a sending off party, which I thought was pretty nice of everybody. It's like either get depressed, or get actually passionate about something. Pick one, guy. So anyway, he was gone for 6, 7 years, I can't remember. You'll have to check with someone else about that too. Anyways, he came back eventually, and he had changed. He was amiable, energetic, all smiles all the time, and we quickly learned why. He showed us a souvenir he'd brought back, a solid black stick, the length of a pencil, but with the texture of chalk. We all wondered why on earth a simple thing like that would prompt such a spring in his step until he gave his demonstration. He took a piece of paper and with the stick, there's gotta be a better word for it, he drew a crude circle. It dropped and rested on the border of the paper like a stone. It didn't leave the paper, but it acted out on it, sort of like an old movie projector on a screen. Son, I know how crazy that sounds, and if you feel like playing skeptic, then you can have an old man to his craziness, then you can leave an old man to his craziness. But I know what I saw, even if everyone's been hushing it up. That stone he drew dropped. Jake even passed around the paper, and as it was being passed, it rolled around as the paper was tilted. None of us had any words for it. Hell, what was there to say? But Jacob continued drawing demonstration after demonstration for us. Stick figures in various pageants and plays doing everything from fighting each other to making perfect human pyramids. We all thought it was incredible. That was all the go-ahead he needed. He announced that he planned to put on shows to pay for rent and food, where he could draw anything the crowd members wanted. That we talked to some length about, and he eventually convinced us that it would be safe, his drawings ethical, the practice lucrative and unique, and that no attention would not go anywhere outside of the town's border. Poor Jacob, if I had not been so swept up in the moment, I might have read the signs right then and there and saved that the sorry son of a bitch by snapping that terrible instrument in half. But I was younger, we all were, and we saw no problem with encouraging him with what we perceived as an incredible experience to be shared with everyone else. Now, Jacob didn't have any big radio, television connections, mind you, and the internet wouldn't come around for another decade. So he decided that all people on a shoestring budget should do. He advertised his show with flyers. Flyers might not mean anything to you city folk, but in a small town, they gain a fair glance over from time to time. And what's more, Jacobs managed to stick out by having little figures jump up and down and whatnot to get people's attention. His first show must have gotten nearly 60 or so people, probably a lot more than that. And his shows were fantastic. Someone would shout out a scene from a play or a comedy sketch, and Jake's hand would fly over a white wall like a bird. He'd been holding back when he made that stone, that's for damn sure. His illustrations were spot on, and he could make an incredible human figure in minutes. Come to think of it, I don't remember any of his scenes lasting more than 10 minutes to make. They were all really well done scenes, too. Not only could you see a knight charge a castle, but Jake would draw the castle's interior as well, like a wedding cake split down the middle. And that way you could see the knight scale the walls, fight his way through levels to the dungeon, fight back out with the princess, and make a leaping jump off castle parapets onto his getaway horse, all in complete silence. Not realistic, no, but that was part of the appeal. None of us went in there expecting something real. When a scene or a sketch was finished, either the characters would leave off a wall or he'd cover the wall with white paint. This was good in a way. It gave these little shows a time limit, so that when he'd finished with all 4 of the walls in the room, everyone knew the show was over until the paint dried. And Jake, meanwhile, was changing in a bad way. I'd mentioned that upon his return, he'd been extremely energetic. Well, that energy, that vitality or fervor or whatever you want to call it, it never left him. Not for an instant. Far from it. It seemed to grow in him, and he enjoyed it all too much. His eyes grew wider. He slept gradually less over time. He had the brain parasite,
Oh my god.
His statements and opinions became more radical and frenzied, and though he never was a pushover, he was starting to make people nervous in his company. Another month or two passed, and Jake's audience grew like wildfire. Nearly everyone in town paid to see his art in action, and he'd had to rent out larger and larger places for them to sit. Now he didn't stop after one scene was done. He moved directly on to the next, drawing on another blank space of the wall, sometimes to the intriguing effect of causing scenes to mingle, which the crowd loved. The subject matter of his art became more wild and immoral, too. The monsters got more bizarre and creative, and the fighters used more impossible weaponry. All for the sake of appeasing the crowd's interest. Jake got steadily more indulgent, which we figured was from the money. He became a drinker and a womanizer. Some of these women claimed that he'd woken up in the middle of the night to see him scribbling with that stick on a drawing pad, a gigantic grin on his face. While most of the women said they'd assume he was drawing them in the nude, rumors exist that one or two of them managed to glance at the notepad. Those anonymous few supposedly said that those drawings absolutely weren't nude pictures.
Say nude pictures?
Yeah. They
Oh my
weren't.
God. Oh, okay.
But neither of them.
I thought I heard they were, my bad.
But neither of them, whoever they are, will say what they were. Don't bother looking for the notepads or flyers, though. They're all gone now. I'm getting off track. Point is, he was hitting the bottle, and that's important because it was the drinking that would eventually ruin everything. Don't drink in art, kids.
Don't do it.
On the night of one of his performances, as he walked in front of his cheering crowd, it was immediately apparent to everybody that he was completely drunk. I was in the front row and I could smell the bourbon on him from 10 feet away.
Yeah.
The show started. He went through a bunch of sketches and scenarios the crowd recommended, and at the end someone asked that he draw himself. Everyone cheered the idea. I guess they'd been wondering what his creations thought of him. Jake eventually obliged. No sooner had he finished connecting the final two lines on his coat than every single character across the vast expanse of wall all stopped and looked directly at that illustration. Lovers stopped kissing, clowns stopped laughing, robots stopped fighting pirates. Everything halted and looked at the Jacob illustration. The crowd died almost instantly. I remember Jake's face at that moment, pale white, full of terrible comprehension of his mistake, and looking desperately for the cans of white paint he'd forgotten to put out before the show. Everyone else? They were looking at the fake Jacob. That Jacob reached into his jacket pocket, pulled out a black stick of his own, and as we all watched, drew a door. He pushed on his side and the door swung open, allowing him to walk through onto the floor of the auditorium. The rest of the night was an absolute hellish pandemonium. People screamed and ran for the exit as Jacob's characters, both those currently on the wall and those which had previously left before being covered up, ran out of their own exit, throwing pies, shooting lasers, blowing fire and poison, and the impossible. I was near enough to escape to the exit to. I can read. I was near enough to the exit to escape, and gave only one backwards glance. The scene will haunt me forever. Jacob Emery was being dragged by his creations, kicking and screaming through the door his copy had made. The auditorium burned down, but I have no idea how many characters escaped, what happened to the fake Emery, or how many people died. The blaze brought the fire department from the nearest cities up to over 100 miles away. They, in turn, brought the police force, which brought the government, which hushed everything up. They took the flyers and any art Jake had made and swore everybody to secrecy, or else life detainment. The fire was blamed on an unextinguished cigarette in the garbage during a basketball game.
Welcome to our club. Welcome to our club. Welcome Squidward. Welcome Squidward. Welcome Squidward. Welcome Squidward. Welcome Squidward. Shut your half-wit pie holes!
Optimum Omega joined the Catgirl cult.
Optim and Omega, thank you for joining the cult. I hope you're doing well. And we all, yay! And we all eventually went on with our lives. Jacob was made to never have existed. In retrospect, I realize everything. Jacob hadn't been creating illustrations. Illustrations don't move, much less act or attack. They're just images people should see, shadows made to look like real things. Jacob had been making life, actual thinking things in some alternate dimension, using that power that was never meant to fall to mortal hands. He got drunk on his power. His punishment was probably well deserved. Incidentally, the government screwed up on 2 different accounts. Sounds about right. They did a damn good job silencing everyone, but proof remains. The ruins are still there, you know. The auditorium's ruins. I hear they're going to start reconstruction too soon, which will wipe out any remaining evidence someone could find. I went back there once, several years after the fire. Just once. Amidst the rubble covered in ash, I saw something squirming. I looked closer. It was Jacob Emery's hand on the wall, exactly like it had been three years ago. But it was constantly flailing, as if the body it was supposed to be attached to was still writhing in flames. That was mistake number 1. Number 2 was those creations. Like I said, I don't know how many escaped, nor how many the government agents found and caught, but I will say only this. Those tall grass meadows on the outskirts of town, don't go into them, ever. You were asking about those white figures you've seen at night, right? This town doesn't have ghost stories. The end.
Ooh. Ooh.
The end! Hello,
Yay.
I hope you're doing well. Yay! Didn't mean to leave. Oh my gosh.
I mean, it was like, screw this.
No ghost stories, I don't want any part of it.
I've soiled the good Krusty Krab name! Soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it!
Yeah, how could you, Mina?
Soiled it! Soiled it!
That's so rude.
Strange
No,
thing
no,
to redeem
it's
after
Mina's
going to
fault.
the bathroom.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Wait, hold on. I added something to the soundboard.
No, it's Mina's fault.
Drink up, bitch, it's hydrate time.
With a hydrate.
Oh my god!
It took me way too long to realize you have
This
to
is
put.
dumb and weird.
It took me way too long to realize if you want to add a sound, you have to put the name first before you put the sound in, or else it'll be like, haha, I don't work. LMAO.
Uh-huh.
It's Jimmy Kimmel's fault? You know what? You're right. It is his fault.
I'm in danger!
How dare
That's
he
crazy.
be a mediocre nighttime talk show host? I like punching computers for money. I do like punching computers for money. Ooh, you're so right. Speaking of bio breaks, Mez has to go for a bio break. So entertain the troops. You got this. I believe in you. I think Mina's coming back
Oh.
from her
Okay.
perilous journey. At least it sounded like it.
Okay.
Maybe she died. I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes I can still hear her voice.
It's like she's still with us.
Mhm.
Just hearing her in the background is amazing. I just wasted some money on a game I don't really play. Didn't mean to fall down a well. Yeah.
It's not wasted if you play it, though, right?
I don't even know what she said that time.
I don't either. I don't.
I bought the Jason skin in Fortnite. Oh. Well, now you have to justify you buying it, and now you have to play it more.
You gotta be a Jason main, whatever that means.
Now Jason can hit the gritty.
He can also do a Kamehameha, which is even worse.
Why Fortnite? Me, who's never played Fortnite.
Same.
I did. I think I played like 2 rounds of it when it first came out. I was like, no. No, there's too much
I
happening.
logged in to buy the Lethal Company, man, just to have the novelty of it. and then I uninstalled it.
That's alright. Fantastic. Oh, okay. I guess BRB.
Good luck. Don't fall in like Mina did.
Yeah, I don't like to swim. I'm a cat, so.
The ghostly wailings. I'm kind of glad that like not every game is like an extraction shooter anymore. Like the Fortnite likes, the Apex likes or whatever. There's kind of like a lot less of them now, I think. What sort of what games has Mess's chat been playing? I don't understand a word. I don't speak bird. Not this far away, I don't. I'm being haunted. Am I eepy? You know it. You know it, buddy. Oh shit. Ghost bird. I am always eepy. I am also still playing Silk Song. I am trudging through Act 3. What happened?
I'm not a ghost, Yucky! Yucky!
What? What'd I do?
I'm not a ghost, I promise!
Oh. Do something only a ghost would do, or wouldn't do then. Prove it.
Dude.
Whoa, okay, I believe you.
Matt says don't dox yourself, they can still hear you.
Oh, I hope so. I'm talking to the chat right now.
I wanna be sure. Mr. Yucky. Mr. Yucky.
I'm currently lacing a new pair of shoes that I purchased.
Ooh, what kind of shoes?
They're a pair of Vans because I'm basic ? But I needed something with good support because
Have you tried
I'm on my feet so much.
Crocs?
No, and I never will.
Matt says your mum.
Your mum. I would sooner just let these hooves out than like have Crocs. I'm so sorry.
But I hear Crocs are so comfortable.
Yeah, but like so are just not wearing shoes and not leaving the house ever.
You're not wrong. But everybody swears that like they're comfortable, and I'm like, but they look so ugly.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
think you should
just a
wear-
holdover from my youth. I like wearing skate shoes. They're comfortable.
Yeah. So apparently, Vess says don't wear Crocs to work. That's a terrible idea. So Crocs does have a work version of their shoes.
Are they
So
called
you
walks?
can wear them to work. I did try. Okay, can I be so for real? I'm gonna hijack.
I'd hope so.
I tried
Nurse.
on. I actually tried on like a pair of the work Crocs, and they actually were pretty comfy. They were just
Yeah.
not my size. They were a size 10, and I'm a 5.5 to 6. But they were actually pretty comfy.
That's wacky.
Yeah, it was insane. I work in a restaurant. My work shoes are Crocs. Exactly, there are work Crocs. They have a work version of their shoes.
Yeah.
Are supposedly really good. Were they women's sizes or unisex? It was a lady size, I believe. I think. I didn't check. I just remember that they were this like garish.
You just felt something was wrong.
Yeah, they were this ugly shade of orange, and they didn't fit. But they were really
There's two
comfy.
problems.
Yeah. Yagi, when you get Vans, you just get the regular Vans, right? Because I don't think there was like different version. Of
Like for the longest time, I had the ones that were like this, like the flat tops with like the checkers.
Oh, classic.
But this time I got like kind of like just like more of a black and red kind of sneaker because I needed something with like my hooves need support. I'm walking all over the place.
I feel that. I know when you're on your feet like 24/7, it sucks.
Yeah.
I feel that.
The place that I'm currently working at does not have fatigue mats. Also,
Dude, I hate that.
that's because like their excuse for like, well, somebody's gonna steal them when we close. I was like,
Who's
that
gonna
doesn't
steal
make
them?
sense.
What?
I don't know. It's like I'm tempted to just buy some.
Dude, we have one, but it's so old, so it doesn't really do anything anymore. There's no padding.
Yeah.
I have a black van. Cyber says there's dust magnets. Dude, I bet. Black is like you can't wear black unless you have like a lens roll, I feel.
Yeah, I grew up as a goth kid that had a very sheddy dog.
Oh.
I learned to keep a lint roller in my backpack.
Dude, same.
You don't just embrace the shed?
I mean,
I try
my
not to.
I do. My aunt was like, "You have cats," and I was like, "Yes, you know this." Cyber says they hacked their e-scooter. That's insane.
Can you play Doom on it now?
They can go 30 miles an hour on it. Does that count?
That's
It's
almost
their
as good.
doom.
Ooh, I have
Different
a
kind of
horror
doom.
story. Oh, true. You guys know about Lululemon?
I'm aware of
The
it.
MLM?
Technically, maybe the clothing store, the really expensive one. Lots
Oh, I
of
was thinking
yoga
of
stuff.
LuLaRoe. My bad.
Oh, yeah, that too. No. But this is a Lululemon. So, you know how they're like so expensive and it's gross and it's all like yoga ladies, right?
Sure. I've definitely
So,
stepped
I'll
foot in
just
a
say sure.
Lululemon before. Uh-huh.
So like they're so
Yeah, nutters.
insane that there's like a cult for it. Like with
Rival cult
with,
must
like,
Destroy.
yeah, it's like with the employees, and it got so bad that somebody actually died.
You guys
that's how you
ever
know it's
eat
a
at
successful
CC's?
cult.
They don't exist any. I miss
Yeah.
CC's. Hello.
I've heard what is CC's?
Pizza.
Yeah, what the heck's a CC's, bro? Oh,
Pizza,
CC's.
I think.
Oh, I don't think I've ever been to CC's.
I love.
Unless I'm thinking
Pizza.
about a different... Nope, it's a pizza buffet. That's what I thought.
Oh, Lululemon.
What, a pizza buffet? You just eat a whole pizza, then you can go back for another whole pizza?
Yeah.
Could. I tried.
That's
No, they
badass.
just like had a bunch of different types of pizzas out and you could just grab whatever you wanted. You could have a
I
variety
miss the places
of
with
pizza.
dessert pizzas. I feel like I almost hallucinated dessert pizzas because, like, there's this place where I grew up, I almost said where I was growing up. Like, this is dumb. Anyway, but they had like Oreo, they had like cinnamon roll, they had like M&M, they had like, a bunch of dessert pizzas. And they got busted for selling drugs, which is like
Hometown
Wow.
buffet. They went so downhill in their last years, though.
I've never been to Hometown Buffet. The closest we have is a Golden Corral. And it's...
We just got a Golden
Icky.
Corral like a few years ago.
Oh no.
So is Golden Corral just like Waffle House for like elderly people?
No,
And
it's
kids.
a buffet.
It's a buffet for the kids.
Okay.
They got steak and
used to be-
stuff. They got a
Yeah, they
chocolate
have-
You
fountain.
like steak?
We don't have one anymore because of COVID.
Oh. Well,
And
we got
also, I
ours
think the kids
post-COVID, so it's fine.
I think all the kids also kept sticking their fingers in it, so they just got rid of it. 'cause
Oh,
of
that
the
thing is
issue.
definitely a germ collector. They don't care
Yeah,
though.
sure.
I love Cold
Oh,
Stone.
we still have
Cold Stone, Cold
Stones.
Well, I think
Stone's
they're
really
saying
good, yeah.
they don't have Cold Stone where they live now.
Yeah.
We had
Or
a
Reborn.
Cold Stone, but the Brewsters kicked them out.
The what?
It's a maybe it's a local place. I might have just doxed a little bit, but it's called Brewsters. Like the Animal Crossing pigeon, and they make ice cream.
Brewster came to your city? Does he serve
Yeah.
coffee?
Coffee ice cream.
Yogi, I specifically
sweet.
told you not to dox yourself when I left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whatever. I don't live there anymore. I don't care.
Oh, it's okay then.
Alright,
Dude,
it's
there's something
fine.
about coffee ice cream that just hits different than coffee. Is that just me?
I like coffee jelly.
I want to try making
I don't like
coffee
the taste
jelly.
of
It looks real
coffee.
simple. Yeah.
Hmm. That's fair.
If I'm
I
getting
forgive you.
coffee, I better have like 6 gallons of creamer in it so I can't taste the coffee.
Dude, right? I like milk flavored coffee.
I like my coffee
Or
to
coffee
taste like
flavored
not
like Dunkin'
coffee.
Donuts.
Yeah!
Wow, I wish I had a
yummy!
Like the
Dunkin'
sugar milk.
Donuts. I
Yeah,
wish I had a Dunkin' Donuts. Wow.
Yo.
There is no
Sorry,
Dunkin' in the
Yagi, that reminds me.
Mm.
You know how you're talking about like the dessert pizzas? You know
Uh-huh.
what the dessert pizzas I've always wanted to try?
Pizza balls.
No, from Club Penguin. The dessert pizza from Club Penguin.
Fuck.
How they have
Core memory unlocked.
Yeah, because they always had like the chocolate sauce, and then you
I
could
like
decorate,
my
like,
coffee like my
marshmallows and
woman hot and for my mental health.
stuff. That sounds bad.
Frozen.
Oh. Uh-oh. But I've always wanted to try that pizza because it always looks so good.
Same. And like the omelets from Neopets.
Yeah! Yeah! Dude, some of them are probably, you could just make them real easy. 'Cause a lot of them were just
Oh, yeah.
regular. But something about
So,
like,
chat, how's it going?
Pixels.
I've definitely
Something about the
played
pixels
Club
is
Penguin. I've definitely played Club Penguin, and I definitely played Neopets. I've definitely played both of those
Sorry.
things.
aren't there foods from like websites or games that you want to try? Like, isn't there something that kind of hits
Like
that
the
for
bugs
you?
from the Lion King movie, didn't they look yummy?
Yeah, except not really.
The brain bugs
That's a
that
Battlefield
keep
6.
you awake.
Okay, low key, I kind of want to try that.
I
one dish
vaguely
that...
remember playing Toontown, actually. So, kind of,
Dude,
yes.
same.
Toontown fucked. I loved Toontown.
I
But-
never got to play the full thing because I never got to pay for it.
There was
I
this
just played
one
it too.
website that, for the life of me, I cannot remember what the name of is. It was like this. You played as a blob. You were like a blob, a colored blob, and
Okay.
it was kind of like a Club Penguin setup, but you were a blob and not a penguin.
Blob.
And you could have your own house, and you could decorate it with furniture and make it look really cool. But then it taught you about like cyber safety, like how not to get viruses, but like explain to little kids, and like that you shouldn't pirate things because that's
I
bad.
remember you mentioned this.
No, it
but I
was
don't remember
not.
what it's called.
I don't know. I don't remember what it was called.
It's not Wizards 101.
No, it's definitely not.
They're insane.
No, I can't remember what it's called, but like it was really weird, but I loved it and I played it like every day. And there was like a game that was basically like hide and seek, but it was called like Sharks or something, and like there was like people who would be sharks, and then they would find you. If they found you and caught you, you would be a shark. And if the sharks found everybody, they won. I don't know. This is a very specific memory I have of this one game. So, and I don't remember what it's called.
Please don't die.
I don't remember what it's called. It's gone forever.
Oh.
So.
You never know.
Hi, Faye. No, it's definitely gone. Cause I found it like
Hey.
a few years ago. I looked it up. And it was gone forever. I was like, yeah, this shut down. And I was like, okay, cool.
Oh.
Pop Tropica. It was definitely not Pop Tropica. I think it started with a W.
W. It's not Wizards 101.
No, it's not Wizards 101.
It's Chad. It's not Wizards 101.
It's not. I promise. That would be really weird if it was. What kind of version was I playing?
That's a good question.
I don't know. You play as a blob. You're like green or something.
You just remember the blub.
Yeah.
Blorb.
I played
Aggie.
Fantage. What is that?
Fantage?
Fantage. What is that? What is that?
I don't
I'm gonna
know.
look it up right now.
Aggie.
The real horror is reminiscing old video games.
Yeah, like
Especially
I
since
played
he's-
Ragnarok online, and that's the thing that Jaku and I bonded over, because we're
Aw.
both ancient, and it's a fun little time, just genociding an entire forest of raccoons for the cat ear headband, so that you can
Aw.
either wear it or make a lot of money.
You're still young, Yagi. Don't let anybody tell
Is
you
that Hatsune
Oh yeah, I'm
Miku?
only a couple thousand years old. I mean, I'm
Couple
young.
thousand?
I'm your mom
Demon
years
years, I'm very
old.
young. Oh.
I'm so concerned. Nostalgia is a lie, Faye says.
Nostalgia is an illness.
So
No.
Fantage was a human version of Club Penguin. You're just playing a human instead of a penguin. That's what it looks like.
Was a guy online?
I don't know. It look here. I'll send a screenshot of Reddit.
Boogie World? Have you tried that?
Is that? Oh my! I think that's
Is
actually
it
it.
Woogie
Hold on,
World?
hold on. I think that's actually it. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Hoo-hoo.
It fucking is. It is that one. Holy crap!
Hell yeah.
We found it.
We did it!
We did
Yay!
it.
We did it! Thank you! Wait, Reborn, thank you!
Anyways, yeah. It literally just taught you about internet safety.
It's
But-
crazy.
I'll show
It's
you
important.
what I mean by blob. It's like literal. It's literal.
Blorb.
Here's
What's blurb?
here's the blob I'm talking about. You just play as a blob, like a colored
Nice.
blob. Let it die.
Oh, that looks cute though. That is for sure giving early like 2000s. But that's cute.
7 months ago.
Right. Not
Yeah,
saying
it's-
let it die. It's crazy. That Tinkerbell, dude. You know what hits different? What hit different? The Barbie.com games, the dress-up games and stuff. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
The soundtrack was like
Oh my gosh.
crazy.
You remember Girls Go Games?
No, I never got to go on.
You
that.
never
I
play
heard of
Girls
it.
Go Games? Oh
No,
my
and Faye
gosh.
Faye was like, "You never heard of it too?" I was like, "No."
This is terrible. What is
Don't look
wrong
at me,
with
please. I'm
you?
sorry. I'm sorry. Don't look at me.
That's like that's supposed to be every small girl's childhood. How dare you?
I had never heard of it when I was younger. I only heard about it like now.
There was Girls Go
Or, like-
Games and then there was like one other one. It wasn't Cool Math, it was a different one. I can't think of it. I have some Cool Math games when it was cool. It's kind of lame now. It's no longer cool math games. It's lame
It's so
math
cool.
games.
It's got the Papa's games.
That's the only thing she cares about.
Yeah, I'm only here for Papa. Mina didn't have a childhood. She didn't know about the duck song. She didn't play Girls Go games. She doesn't know Prince. I know about Princess Diaries, okay?
Mina,
I know about
no.
Princess
Please stop
Diaries.
talking.
This is the real horror of the night.
Gosh.
You're welcome.
Holy crap. Anyways, I'm gonna 100% forget the name of that game again in like... It's like 6 months. It's gonna be
Hold
great.
on, I got you. It's called Woogie. Hold on,
It's called Your
you.
Mom!
Does not call my mom. It's called Woogie World, I think. I forgot. I also forgot immediately.
It's meant to be lost to time. Let's leave it there, I think.
Oh, there you go. I did it. I wrote it for you in the group chat. Boom. ArmorGames.com became a legit game studio? That one I don't know.
I'm trying to think of the other one that, like, I played a lot aside from Girls Go Games. There was one other website. I don't know. I can't remember. It was very much in the same vein as Girls Go Games, though.
I want to play the Barbie dress-up games again. There's something about those hit different. Can I still play them? I'm curious now. I know I can't, technically. Old...
With Flash being dead, it's kind of hard.
I know, but that was my childhood.
I was gonna say, I was about to suggest, like, Mina play Girls Go Games. And then I was like, wait, no. Flash is dead. Maybe not.
I know there's like equivalents that like let you play old stuff, but sometimes depending.
Oh, remember that? I don't know if y'all played it, but do you remember that one game where you were a stick man and you pushed a shopping cart down the hill and you could upgrade the shopping cart depending on how far you went? Like you got money?
Yes.
That was so good.
I remember.
That's a fantastic game. So good. Here's the real horror of the night, remembering how old we are.
Don't say that! Don't say that!
We're getting older by the second. Soon we will be nothing but dust upon the earth.
Oh my god, I found one! Barbie Makeover Studio! Wow!
I'll just age backwards. Like I'm not worried.
Right. The fancy
Eventually I'll just go backwards until I'm satisfied.
Oh my god, now I'm gonna look at these.
Hi, Big Chungus. How's it going?
What up?
Every day we stray further from God. I'm always saying that.
We're not straying further from God.
Because he's fleeing in terror from us.
Well, Well. Oh my god. Nobody look at me. I'm actually looking to see if I can...
Perceived.
Don't do it. Don't perceive me. You won't
Perceive
like
your
what you have
mom.
Why are you perceiving my mama? What has she done?
Alright, I have a really fast horror story. Are you ready?
Alright, I'm ready. Shot into space with a big cannon. I don't know. Yogi says.
So you're with your honey and you're making out. When the phone rings, you answer it, and the voice is, "What are you doing with my daughter?" You tell a girl, and she said, "My dad is dead." Then who was phone? The end.
What?
Yeah. I have a really short shit posty one also, if you would humor me.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
This is the story of a day where there was all this blood. A man was walking around and blood started coming out of him everywhere. There was just so much blood that it filled up an elevator. He went to the store and there was just blood all over the place. People were slipping in it and they were all grossed out. He tried to go swimming and all the sharks went nuts and biting did everybody. He got chased by all the vampires ever. One time, the blood got a kid and a dog, and at the end of the day, everyone decided they would send him to space so that he would stop getting blood everywhere. The scariest part is that the man was you! Or he was a lady if you're a lady. And you forgot that this happened. There you go.
The day of all the blood. Oh, I remember that one.
My beloved.
It wasn't me. Oh my god.
Ugh. I love the shitposting ones. So good.
It's 15 years old. Do you feel old yet?
Oh.
Don't say that! Don't say that!
Oh no.
Don't say that, Yagi!
It came out in 2010. Oh. I just felt myself shrivel up and die.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
No, yeah, buddy.
I'm like that old. I feel like that old lady in the chocolate SpongeBob episode. You know, the one in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I remember when chocolate was invented.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Oh no.
I don't like this.
About this, I'm going to simply pass away.
I wanna perish.
Unfortunately, I have to no longer be alive. Goodbye.
No.
Ugh.
Y'all are making me feel so old right now. Why would you do this to me?
Tina's on the Internet Archive wondering how did these shitposts ever scare it?
They hit so different. I'm just saying. You
Ugh.
feel me?
Yeah, they were the scariest of all. We all know that.
This no. Well. Well, you have a point there. May.
Is this a shitpost? Hold on.
Yes.
I don't want to sign up for Tumblr. Keep me away. I don't want this. Okay.
I mean, you don't want to sign up for Tumblr.com.
No, please. I have enough cringe on the Twitter. Please. Tails doll creepypasta scared me as a teen. As an adult, I'm like, how the fuck is this scary? Yeah. Yeah. I feel
love
that.
Tails doll.
Dude, there's so many creepypastas as a kid. I was like, oh, this is scary. And then now I'm on adult. I'm like, oh. Oh.
I wish I could be scared by those things again.
Me too. Now I just watched the fourth kind to scare myself.
Oh.
That movie scares me. Have you seen the fourth kind, Yagi? It's about aliens.
I like Alien.
And it's supposed to be based on true events in Alaska. So it's scary because it's true. It happened. Oh wow! At least
it happened to you.
At least the lady in the movie said it was. I don't know.
I mean, nobody would lie.
Nobody's ever lied ever. Though I will say, like a bunch of people go missing in that particular town in Alaska every year. So
yeah, which is nuts.
God, what?
Yeah, there's a bunch of like Alaska's kind of notorious for having disappearances, and nobody.
It's kind
ever
of like
finds
the
them.
missing 411.
Yeah.
Which is like super interesting and weird at the same time.
Yeah, like the weird details is like, oh, it's usually next to a body of water, all this stuff. Like where they like disappear into thin air, and you're like, what? How?
Bro, the new VHS movie was crazy.
You know what still scares me? The barking dog from the Goosebumps opening.
I love the Photoshop of his eyes.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. I love it.
Gosh. I love Goosebumps. I haven't seen a Goosebumps, like a movie or show or whatever the fuck it was in a long time. Some of them are so silly too.
Oh yeah.
Like how those
Arl
books,
Stein's
like
a silly guy.
those books scared me as a kid, but now I'm an adult. I'm like, He turned into a dog. How? Please explain.
He was lucky.
The puppy one probably would still freak me out though. I don't like dolls. Absolutely not. The acting was terrible though. And the acting was so bad.
Oh yeah. That studio was crazy.
I remember like I don't know why, but like I remember there being like times in school when we would have a free day and so they would just turn on Goosebumps.
That's cool.
That's the
They would just
only
make us watch
reason.
Bill Nye.
Well, they made us watch Bill Nye, but like for some reason the only time I ever watched Goosebumps was in school. So I don't know what that's I don't know what that says about the schools I went to, but okay, I'll read this story that Cave is harassing me about.
Oh.
They also had us watching them in school. See, okay, I'm not just like thank you Reborn for backing me up on that. Ugh.
That's cool. What the heck?
A guide to exploring abandoned churches. If you go alone, don't bring a flashlight. You'll see things you don't want to. Don't bring groups bigger than 12. Oh, I can't bring me and my closest 15 friends. That's so sad.
Damn it.
Bring water and some snacks, but no wine. No wine? Dang. Okay.
The church already has the wine.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So true. Though I've only ever had grape juice, so I don't know. I bet. If you have to sleep there, sleep in the sanctuary, but not on a pew. You gotta sleep on the floor. If you try to read the hymnal, the words won't be in English anymore. They'll suddenly turn into a different language. Alright, good to know.
Hope you're taking notes.
We're
going urbexing after this.
Sippy cup. No. I don't know. Every time, I don't know. Every church I went to, they're like, "Oh, you grape juice. That's what we're using. Close enough." I'm like, cool.
Damn.
It's
They give us the
basically
good stuff.
it's basically the same thing. Come on. Where was I?
Yeah, same Cyber. Cyber gets me.
The Bibles will be blank unless you confess, so don't go into the confession booth. Oh, we're going to Catholic church. Okay. The man talking to you is not the priest. You don't want to know what he really is. He's your mom. He's asking why you're here after hours.
What the fuck?
This...
You said your mom and then he.
Yeah. Your mom is also Shaquille O'Neal. You're welcome.
What?
Shaq will say yes to any role, dude.
No, I'm just like imagining him in like the Tom and Jerry like pink apron and like the pink slippers. He's got like cookies.
That's awesome.
Anyways, where was I? The cross on the wall changes locations. Don't look at it for too long. Well, apparently I can't because it changes, so... If you see someone praying
Don't
at...
look at it.
at the altar, don't approach them. If they approach you, don't talk to them. Leave immediately. You have social anxiety.
I feel called out.
If you hear the organ playing while you're in the basement, know that your time is running out. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Welcome to our club. Welcome to our club. Welcome Squidward. Welcome Squidward. Welcome Squidward. Welcome Squidward. Welcome Squidward.
Shut your half-wit pie holes!
Fallen Light 10 joined the Catgirl cult.
All in light, thank you for joining the Catgirl cult. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. If it plays while you're in the sanctuary, your time is up. Take whatever you want. That's stealing. Pretty sure that's illegal. But if you find Shaq looking like I'm sorry, okay. You guys want to look at the cult compound Discord though?
I'm scared. Hold on.
God, I wish Shaq was real.
But if you find
Wait,
that
what am I
one of
looking
your
at?
look at the general jet.
Oh my god.
But if you find that one of your possessions is missing, don't look for it. Let them have it. It's not worth your life. If you find a rosary, don't put it on. It won't help. The water isn't holy anymore. Throwing it on the demons in the shadows won't work. Drink the wine if you wish to never leave. What is this? Is this a fairy rules here? You drink fairy stuff and you're not allowed to leave? It's just Corey in the house. Don't get separated from your friends. But what if I came alone? What then? Should I not get separated from myself?
Too.
If you spend the night, leave at sunrise, otherwise you'll enter another plane in reality with no way back. If you don't spend the night, leave through the doors you came in. Well, I sure hope you do. You might look behind you after leaving and see that the church isn't there anymore. It means that they took what they wanted. The whole church? That's crazy. How do you lift a whole building up? Never enter the same abandoned church twice, but it's gonna be gone, so how could you? Even if you forgot something inside, that's a lure. On your second tour through, they will know enough about you to keep it there. Wow. How can you go back to the church, though, if it's gone?
Because shut up. I like the ones that are like instructional guides.
I used to read so many of those.
Like the elevator game one is like one of my favorite creepypastas.
Oh my gosh, I have not thought about the elevator game in years. Holy crap.
I'm pretty sure they made a movie about it.
Did they really?
Yeah. Love to watch it.
My goodness. There was at one point, like a long time ago, where I had read every poke pasta and every ritual pasta on creepypasta.com.
Awesome.
Wait, for real?
I was obsessed. Yeah, I'm not even joking.
Okay, but that's like really impressive.
She wouldn't lie about this. That's
That's
embarrassing.
Are you saying that's embarrassing? Oh, okay. I
No,
guess
I'm saying that it's I'm being funny, I promise.
Okay.
That's it's honestly impressive.
This was definitely Tumblr fanfic girl once. I definitely was not. I definitely was not. I was not. I made a Tumblr account, used it once, and I was like, I don't like this site, and never used it again. So, yeah. Sunshine Bunny Girl 15, yeah, for sure. That's me. How did you find it so quickly? That's crazy.
That's
Doxed.
not. Wait, would they allow the 420? They would allow the 420, right?
I don't
I don't
know.
know. Would they?
I don't use Tumblr. You can't ask me.
I haven't used Tumblr.
Trying to
forever.
get you into the trap of answering the question.
It's like, would they let you use 420? I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't
Do I
remember.
look like? In the submachine games? What is that?
Oh, I
Hello?
don't know the submachine games.
Like submachine guns? I know what those are.
I made a gun about that.
Mess is a verified and not a Tumblr user. Submachine Legacy? Okay.
Check it out sometime.
Guys, I have some bad news.
Your mom?
No, I don't think so. You okay?
Whoa.
I have to tap out. I have
That's
to
okay.
tap out.
How
Thank you
dare
for having
you.
me. I'm sorry,
How
but it was a
fluff
lot
and
of
dare.
fun,
It's only
though.
midnight. How dare you?
It's only midnight.
It's only
That means
midnight.
it's 3.
It's for Yaki at 3!
It's
Yagi,
only
you have to
3
work.
a.m.
Yagi, do you have to work over the weekend?
I do have to work tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I
Thank
think
you
it's
for having
bedtime
us.
anyways.
Thank you for having us, Buzz. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Remember, chat, keep your slippies on. Don't walk around at night. And always sleep with the bathroom light on.
And don't drink weird coffee
Don't drink
from
weird
libraries.
coffee from libraries that have eggs in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
Have a
That's,
good night,
I mean,
everybody.
have
Good
a
night.
good one. Okay, I need to find somebody to raid. Eat the eggs instead. You're so right. If you munch them up, then they can't infest your brain. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Clearly.
That's why you scramble them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
100% I think someone played Plague Inc. with the Neurox worm or whatever it's called, and we're like, I think I can make a no sleep story about this. You know what? I respect it. Inspiration can come from the craziest places.
Get that bag.
Get that bag that you don't
Like-
actually get paid for, but you know,
No,
it's
the
the
cloud-
Reddit card, Reddit
bag.
karma bag.
Yeah.
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 Oh, that image just made me
Drink
want to
up,
throw
bitches.
up.
Hydrate time.
Think of that.
Which one?
You let them pop in your mouth like a gusher.
Anti-shrimp mode!
Yeah, it's boba, you know?
It's boba. I'm never gonna eat boba again. Oh my god. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I
You
love
can't
boba
get me
too.
to stop.
Yeah, I love boba too much. Who's on?
Yeah.
I will. I will have that thought. Thank you. I love boba. Heck yeah. We can go to um I'm having a hard time.
You got this.
Go to Alien Isolation. I'm going to bed. Go to Yagi VT. Yeah, he's clearly streaming right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're streaming, right, Yagi? You're staying up for another 5 hours?
No, I wish I could have streamed today, though. Oh.
We can go to... I guess we'll go to Urza. She's playing the mortuary assistant. Everyone go
Love
say
that.
hi. I can't stay though because I want to play that game. So I don't want to see anything
It's
about it.
fun.
I heard it's really good, really spooky.
Oh, you don't know anything about it, huh?
Other than like there's the demon, I think.
That's cool. Like I would love to see that, like blind playthrough of that game.
Yeah, Uji isn't streaming. We're gonna go to Urza. So everyone go say hi. Everyone have a great day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is for y'all. We'll see everyone. Not tomorrow. Monday. I'll see everyone Monday. Okay, stay awesome, everybody. Bye-bye.
셋,